Yo, 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 what's up? Frank Bay live in the building. Special Friday night edition. Welcome, welcome. Let's talk some boxing. We're going to be cooking on some fake news, real news, all the news. You know, we got Fight Saturday, so let's get to it. Eric Goma's already in the building. Let's go.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Frank Bay, talking that boxing biz, say your opinion, but you don't say it. What it is, you know that it's Frank Bay, popping that boxing biz, but you don't mean it. Frank Bay, Frank to the busy bay, that's right, you know that it's Frank Bay. Frank Bay, popping that boxing biz, say your opinion, but you
That's right, that's right. Frank Bay in the building. We're getting to the boxing news. Uh, we got fights we got fights Saturday. We actually got two cards. It's crazy. There's gonna be Lester Martinez versus Alim, virtual unknown. Lester Martinez from the and Billy from the Canelo card, right? Keyshawn is ducking Ryan. Look, man, I'm not. You know what? People they deride these guys like Keisha Davis, and all the guy does is troll. I mean, he's boxing biggest troll right now, right? I can't think of a bigger troll, but yeah, they're always in the news, and it is what it is, man. This is actually why this is called fake news, right? Boxing and the fake news problem. Uh, Keyshawn said he would never fight Ryan Garcia. Did he say that? I know they stepped to each other, but look, man, Puerto Rico, wepa. Xander's a duck, man. I'm telling you, man. Xander's a duck, and I'm gonna prove it. No, look, man. They need the Latino stars. You know, Xander, Ryan Garcia, Canelo Alvarez. You know, the Latino star is the most valuable piece in boxing. I'm just gonna say it. That's what it is. You know, Fraud May Runner had his time, but they tried to make the next one with Davina Hanke and Shakir Twitterson, and they failed. The Haney experiment failed. The guy's not a star. He's got a terrible style. And Xander, they're trying to build Xander. You know, they had the last one was Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto, who was a beast, man. I was thinking about the other day. Miguel Cotto was a beast, man. Salute Mike Kane. Salute Mars. Hit the like, guys. Hit the like. Lord Chilaquiles, boxing will never leave you. And we got a new one. That's life, pal. It's hot as shit over here. That's life, pal. Gas prices going up. That's life, pal. You know what I'm saying? Boxing fake news. That's life, pal. But that's why, that's why we tune in, man. There's always something new. There's always something new going on. And we do have fights. It's crazy. We talk about the same guys all the time, and you know who we haven't really talked about? Canelo Alvarez. You know who's taking over? King Rai, Fundora. That's right, Fundora. It will be Frank Bay Sinatra of the YTBC. Exactly. You know I like to kick a tune for y'all Friday, enjoying your Friday. Hopefully you're kicking back some brewskis. I believe there's some bare knuckle boxing. Is bare knuckle boxing? Should it even be called boxing? It should just be called fighting, right? I don't consider it boxing, but hey, people like it. I like it. Lester Martinez got dropped against Royco Santana. More BC, you know the most about boxing than anybody. I was born ready, Canelo voice. Exactly. But it's crazy, right? Canelo Alvarez has not been in the news cycle. Ryan got punked by Benavidez Jr. Yes, I seen that. We will be playing that also. But the new face is Rai. Let's really think about it. Who have we not heard from? We have not heard from Canelo. Where's Canelo been, man? What is Canelo doing? He was the face of boxing. Everything centered around Canelo. Cinnamon bun, cinnamon boy. Even when look, man, even when everybody hated him, he still was the center focal point of boxing. Blessed, highly favored. But now it's Ryan Garcia. In my Oscar voice, Ryan is the face. And think about it. As much shit as De La Hoya, De La Fishnets gets, he still has the biggest. I have the biggest piece in boxing. Ryan Garcia. Let me know. Do you want to hear more impressions? Is that a good Oscar impression? Raiko Santana was going life and death against Lorenzo Simpson, who got ass whipped by Vladimir Hernandez. Damn, bro, you be on it. I'm saying, let Curiel get his hands on Queen Rye. Damn, Bones with the great hate. I love the hate by Bones. Bones, you're the gas that keeps the engine going, right? Frank Bay, the ventriloquist. You know, I just no, I'm gonna let my promoter Bob handle it. Yeah, he was a hell of a boxer. Yeah, you know Manny, he's a hell of a boxer. I'm trying. K Breezin, welcome, salute. As soon as King Rye leaves Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya will say Ryan was always trash. Yeah, you know Oscar, he's a bitter baby mama when it comes to Canelo. But you know what I'm saying? You'd be mad too if your main hoe left. You know what I'm saying? Oscar's the man. He has the face of boxing right now. Curiel is trash. Curiel is he's good, but he needs a shot. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to get Rocha. It didn't happen. But you know, those guys like that, they need a big fight, but nobody's gonna give him a big fight. You know, not Ryan. Rolly's gonna get with Davina Hanky. But yeah, the main news. You know, you got Ammo Williams. Ammo Williams is gonna fight. Lester Martinez is gonna fight. They should be some decent scraps. The undercard, there's some names I've kind of heard of, not really heard of. I will be dropping the link later, but please hit the like for a player one time. Curiel is undefeated with the draw, right? Can't be mad at Oscar. He gets to find hoes when they were whoa. Yeah, Oscar has had his share of ass, right? You can't be mad at it. Can't hate payday. You want payday, yeah. Horrible fighter. But it's kind of crazy to think about it, right? Canelo, man, you know he'll be back in September. Hopefully, you know his surgery went well and he comes back. Canelo versus the world. But right now, it's got to be Ryan Garcia. You know he's always in the headlines. Everybody's talking about him. You know, you got Shakir Twitterson. He's doing streams with the Mexican Monster. The Mexican Monster is making a name for himself. He will be headlining the Cinco de Mayo card. But Mexico versus the world, exactly. The main topic, is the fake news that we always see, right? Rocha ducked the rematch. It does kind of seem like that, right? It does. Like all of a sudden he couldn't make weight, then he makes weight to get a easy payday against JoJo. You know, little dancer JoJo get an easy, solid win and then get to call out Rai. Well, Curiel, that'd be messed up if Curiel actually gets dissed by Rocha and Rocha gets gifted a King Rye showdown in the summer, because that's what it looks like is going to happen. Ryan and Davina Hanky will be taking in between bouts to set up their showdown, and what I'm hearing, September. But what about the rumors in boxing, man? The fake news that it is. So here it is. A certain Twitter person, you guys can read, says breaking news: Ron Ennis, Xander Zayas almost done. And I've been seeing this and hearing this. And Carl Moretti, who is, I want to say he's a matchmaker, but he's a top dog at Top Rank. Salute Top Rank. They just signed with DAZN. Yo, wrench everyone up so we can type whatever. Is that what it is? Is that because you guys probably are saying shit that YouTube is deleting, right? Is that what you're talking about, Bones? You guys help me. Can you confirm that? Hit the like. Lord Chilaquiles, boxing will never leave you. Well, if you can't type what you want, Bones, if you're saying racial, disgusting things, that's life, pal. I don't know, man. I've seen some of you, but there's so many trolls, bro. I'd hate to give a troll a wrench, and then he'll screw everything up, because there used to be a certain character that's what he would do. He would get a wrench and then block all you guys. So my fear is that would happen. So it's like everybody gets a wrench or nobody gets a wrench, but then people abuse it. You know what I'm saying? Well, just be clever about it. You know what I'm saying? Misspell the word. You know, people say corn instead of, certain words. So you just got to use your brain, bro. Use your brain. Because I really want to hear what everybody has to say. No wrenches. I agree, man. I'm sorry. I'm the wrench. Frank Bay is the wrench, Unless you say something completely disgusting, I don't care what you say. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear and see what the people feel and think. even about me. You know, you guys could talk shit about me. I still haven't seen a troll account. Will one of you guys make fake Frank Bay accounts? You know, I see all the Never Sober's troll accounts. I see, you know, different people's troll accounts, but there's not a Frank Bay out there, man. We need Frank Bay in every channel. You know what I'm saying? Be the most hated. But it looks like, so the guy says almost pregnant, which basically is clowning this guy because, you know, he's putting out rumors to be true. Like, look, man, everybody's got to make a buck. I get it. I said mid-digit and comment didn't go. A midget? You saying your midget didn't even go through? That's wild. That's lame. Well, you know, I don't know. I have no idea what the protocol is for what they're banning and what they're not. It's their platform. They can do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? This is where we congregate. So it's free speech ain't free. You know what I'm saying? Freedom ain't free. But anyway, how do you guys feel about this, man? How do you guys feel about that? Well, first of all, do you think this fight would happen? Jaron Ennis and Xander Zayas. I don't know if I spoke on it before when I first heard it, but in comments, chatting with other boxing heads, I said, man, this fight ain't gonna happen, bro. You know what it is? I did a stream last Friday the 13th, almost a month ago, when Davina Hankey was calling out Xander Zayas. I said, man, that shit is not gonna happen. It's fake news. I like Boots to win if it happens. Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, I get when people want certain people to win or who they think is going to win. But I just mean the point about, you know, what I don't like it. I don't like this fake news because, look, man, it's highly unlikely that these guys are going to fight. And no sooner than that was put out that you have the boxing talking heads also saying, well, you know what? Don't get your hopes up. It's probably not going to happen. This is just you know, people trying to clickbait. You know, that's one of the big things on YouTube, right? The clickbait. The Gainies love to cloud chase off other men's names. Well, that's what they're known for. That's what they're that's what they're doing. Boots is fighting a bum like Carlos Ocampo next. Well, Eddie Hearn did say today that he's got a big fight lined up. That's what he says. But of course, that's what he's gonna say, right? I mean, what else is he gonna say? But when I first seen this from the creator, let's just call him content creator, you know, because you got content creators on YouTube, you got them on X, on Instagram, and people get really big, really fast, really popular putting out this fake news. You know, there was a person on Twitter that goes by the account Pound for Pound, and he put out that Canelo was calling Robert Garcia. Or Robert Garcia was trying to tell Canelo to avoid Crawford. Some fake news, that Canelo was gonna fire Eddie Reynoso. That Robert Garcia called Canelo. They were putting out these rumors, and Robert Garcia basically clowned the guy and said, you know, this guy's a bot. He just spreads fake news, and you know, people run with it. Yeah, I guess Gervonta Davis was in a car crash. That's more fake news. There's just a rampant, you know, we've heard this term since like 2016, right? Political figures put out that, you know, the media essentially is propaganda. They put out fake news. And in boxing, you have that more and more. So here they are, the troll accounts. Frank, can you hire my loser geek simp intern assistant boyfriend? He just got... Oh my God, you guys are hilarious. Where do you guys get this stuff from, man? I applaud it though, man. I applaud it because it's creative. It's creative how you guys have so much ammunition. What? Lol? Salute Eric Gomez. Hit the like. Dang, that's a lot of titles. Yeah. There's like, and they got 20 of these names and accounts, and they're everywhere. I applaud and salute, man. But me, Frank Bay, I'm not popular enough. I don't got that kind of love in these YouTube streets, you know. But it's crazy, you know. People will run with this fake news. So now it's a problem in boxing. People will run with the fake news, and here's the problem. Here's the salute, Franklin salute. Yeah, man, that was fun last time, man. We were talking about Robot Poontang, Cyborg Love. I actually did a skit about it. See if you guys like it. Actually, yeah, it's not a skit. I just did a short, but I'm gonna put it out. But you know what? I will do a skit. That's what we need to start doing. Let's do some skits. You guys give me some ideas of skits we can do. But today the problem is the fake news in boxing. Curio couldn't knock out Rocha. Ryan is a bigger bum. Why is Ryan a bum? He's the man right now, man. Everybody wants a piece of him. Is it because he's a bum? Look, that could be the case. But yeah, my rant of the day is the fake news in boxing, and it was big on YouTube, the clickbait, right? You'll see people just post. They'll make a thumbnail or a post. Oh, Ryan Garcia down bad, big mistake, and it's just generic, right? It's slop. It's just generic cookie cutter clickbait, right? And now, but see, I'm gonna get to the problem. I need to elaborate. This is what I do, right? Hit the like. But what happens is that with this fake news, you get people arguing about who's ducking. So people are gonna run and really think that this fight is gonna be made. And then when it eventually doesn't happen, then the Xander Zayas fanatics, the fans, right, the fanboys of Xander Zayas, there's a lot. I think Bones is a huge Xander Zayas fanboy. He claims to be Mexican, but I think he's half Puerto Rican and he reps his Puerto Rican side more, which is no big deal. Biggest win was thanks to steroids. No, that's where it was not a steroids. Ostarine is not a steroid. Look it up. Get your science right. Bones always help like bums like Curiel. Hey man, it's a free country. You can hype who you want. So the Zayas fanboys, they're gonna be like, Boots Ennis doesn't want this fight, and then the Booty Ennis fan girls are gonna be like, oh, Xander Zayas doesn't want this fight, and Frank Bay is just like, bro, it's probably not gonna happen. When I first seen this, I said, you know what, no Ostarine, no life. You're fully Mexican. I could have swore you said that. Salute, Frank. You hurt Eric Morales for what, man? Nah, man, you're breaking my heart. I think he's my all-time favorite fighter. Please don't tell me it's for some weird shit, man. Hopefully it's for like whooping somebody's ass, man. I will break my heart. I'm not a fanboy. You've never heard Frank Bay be a fanboy for anybody. I don't think you have. Now I do a live about Canelo and a live about Ryan, but that's because they're constantly in the news. You know what I'm saying? So, but as far as going hardcore 100%, a complete channel dedicated to one fire, no. He busted a... No, when, where, man? Hopefully it's fake news, bro. Maybe he's just getting extorted over there, bro. No. Don't do this to me. Don't do it, man. No, he's been on TV and everything, doing announcing gigs. Shit, man. Let's hope it's not true. Hopefully that's fake news. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fake news, people get accused of a lot of things, but 9 out of 10 times it's not true, So let's hold judgment until we get the truth. But this fake news epidemic, man, all these guys, man, you know what? And I'm gonna say it, Xander Zayas is a big. This guy does a lot of fake news. Jelly Roll Smith, Canelo's dump. There's a lot of fake news in boxing, man. I would say about 80% is fake news. You know what I'm saying? But the trolls, please hit the like, man. I need that like button. Hit it like you hit your torta from the back. How about that? How about them eggs? But no. The fake news, man, is a problem because now the fanboys, the fangirls, they start pointing fingers about who's ducking who based on a rumor. So, the Ennis fanboys are going to say that Xander Zayas didn't want the fight. And the Xander Zayas fans are going to say that Jaron Ennis didn't want the fight. And they're going to talk about fake offers and who sent who an offer. And Xander Zayas has a real problem with this. He's been on plenty of times talking about he sent Josh Kelly an offer and Josh Kelly did not send it, did not respond. He said he sent Virgil Ortiz an offer. And here's another example. Sebastian Fundora, he says, tells the ring he wants to face Virgil on the undercard of Canelo's September return. And I got to tell you, that's probably not going to happen. Both companies are not going to sell short to be on Canelo's undercard when they can make a lot of money in their own event. So this is what I'm talking about, man. We got to think about what's realistic when these guys talk about fighting. And I mentioned it last month. As soon as I heard Davina Henke and Xander Zayas are gonna fight, you knew it was fake news. They were never gonna fight. But you know, the fanboys run with it, and Xander Zayas fanboys, they say, you know, Xander Zayas called out Davina Hanke, and they called his dad, and Bill Haney says he made phone calls to Xander Zayas, and it's just fake. It's just lies. You know, Davina Hanke was they show Keisha Davis and Bill Haney talking, and it was all fake. It's all fake, man. It's all fake to make you guys think that they really want these fights. But as an astute, as a savvy boxing fan, someone who's followed, who knows the landscape, right? And the one thing I'm gonna tell you guys, the one thing you gotta think is, does it make sense? You know, I was talking on a boxing show, and they were talking about Benavidez, you know, because Benavidez is in the headlines now, right? Here it is, Benavidez and Ryan linking up for the big play. And, you know, Benavidez is going to fight Zurdo Ramirez, right? And they were talking about Joe Battaglia. And is David Benavidez going to fight Jaya Battaglia? He's ducking Jaya Battaglia. That's kind of the consensus. And, you know, they were saying, well, if Benavidez gets past Zurdo Ramirez, what does he do? Is he going to fight Joe Battaglia? And what I said is, look, man, I don't think David Benavidez is going to fight Jaya Battaglia. It just doesn't make sense. Now, people got mad. What do you mean it doesn't make sense? They need to fight. Jaya Battaglia is the best. I'm like, yeah, but you got to think in terms of boxing and the way that it works. People get mad when you try to tell them what's most likely going to happen, right? And the only fight that makes sense for David Benavidez is Dimitri Bivol. You know, he's coming back. And you go, well, no, Joe Battaglia is the best at cruiserweight. This is kind of the argument going back and forth. They're trying to tell me Battaglia is, and there's Battaglia fanboys. And it's cool. He's a great fighter. He's a hell of a fighter. I get it. But the name is David Benavidez. David Benavidez is the name. He's the shot caller where he's at his division, cruiserweight. He's going after unified champion Zurdo Ramirez. Beating Zurdo Ramirez will be a hell of a win. He doesn't need Joe Battaglia. Well, people get mad. Oh, what do you mean? I'm saying that Dimitri Bivol is a bigger fight, a bigger legacy fight. Oh, how can you say that? They need to fight. Yeah, I mean, look, they need to, but they don't have to. You know what I mean? They don't have to fight. A bigger fight is David Benavidez and Dimitri Bivol. The only fight that makes sense is for David Benavidez to go after Dimitri Bivol, beat the man who beat Canelo, and still chase Canelo. And, well, fans lose their head. Oh, he's ducking up Battaglia, etc., etc. It's like, bro, no. In the sport of boxing, you go what makes sense. It's got to make sense on every level. And right now, Xander Zayas, Jaron Ennis, it kind of just doesn't make sense. Neither guy can really afford to lose right now. You know, and that's really the reality. And, you know, most people, I'm seeing people are picking Jaron Ennis to beat Xander Zayas, right? They're picking him to beat Xander Zayas. And so this is Eddie Hearn saying Boots will now fight in June because of the Ortiz fallout, right? So who's Jaron Ennis going to fight? Now, I'm not saying it can't happen, but it might. It just doesn't make sense for both guys. If it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense. It can make money, but it's not a mega fight. And it's too risky for each guy. You know, if Zayas were to beat Jaron Ennis, his career is over. And I mean that. And vice versa. If Boots Ennis were to beat Xander Zayas, it would be over. You know what I'm saying? They're not in a position to risk it right now. Not for the money that they probably will get. It wouldn't be enough money for each guy. And you're going to see it happen. Now, if it happens, that'd be great. It'd be great for boxing. But, you know, the boxing heads are even saying that it's most likely not going to happen. That's something I would have said. And so they're interviewing. Let's see. So Dan Kenobi, Boots Zayas, will DAZN put the pressure? Let's hear what he says. So you've heard Frank Bay's opinion. Now let's hear somebody else.
Will we see a Zayas versus Boots fight on the Zone?
I don't think so. I'm very pessimistic about this fight happening. I don't know if they're going to risk that right now. You got a potential budding Puerto Rican star. The kid's got it all. Doesn't have the Puerto Rican punch, but he's a great boxer. He's a great looking kid. He's a great speaking kid. He's got the fan base. He speaks Spanish, all of it. He's got all that. Yeah, you going to risk that now?
There's no more, right, I can't fight this guy because of networks. So if DAZN is like, hey, listen, we need 12 pay-per-views this year because of our DAZN Ultimate plan, and Boots Ennis and Xander Zayas, that's the fight we want. If it's not going to be Virgil and Boots, which blew up in our face, what's the next best fight? The next best fight is Zayas and Boots. And if DAZN is like, we want this, they're going to put the pressure on Top Rank to say, we need this fight. It has to happen. Will we see a Zayas versus Boots fight on DAZN?
I don't think so.
There it is, man. See, this is how boxing works. And people were arguing. You know, fans, they see, oh, the deal's almost done, and they run with it. And that's crazy, right? And then they start arguing about who's ducking who. When the people in the know, the people on the ground floor that talk to these guys, that know the executives, the Zone, Top Rank, these guys all know each other. They know it's not going to happen. It just doesn't make sense. It's exactly what he said. Xander has too much to lose, and it's not a big enough fight. Xander Zayas is a bad style matchup for Duran Ennis. Boots can't cut off the ring. Well, you know, you got fans going back and forth, arguing about who's going to duck who, and you're going to see it play out. But this guy, Xander Zayas, man, I think he might be a little fraud and a phony. Because, you know, he was on saying Josh Kelly ducked him. He said Vendora ducked him. He's claimed all these guys ducked him, and we've never heard any real offers. We never heard about any real contracts. We've heard nothing. So there's one common denominator. You got this guy Zayas. How are all these fighters ducking them? It sounds like there's one common denominator why somebody can't get a fight. We've seen this with Terrence Stafford. Somehow he was always being ducked. Somehow he could never get a fight. There's always one common denominator. Maybe it was fake news. Maybe it was just rumors. Maybe there was no real intention. All you have to say is, hey, I'm looking for a guy. I want to fight him. I gave him a call. He didn't answer. I mean, how hard is it to do that? That bum out jury said that left hook to the body is an island punch. Kid Azteca found that punch and Chavez perfected it. Omaha down bad. Yeah, Terrence Crawford is working with Lester Martinez, I believe. Boots' second best win got destroyed by Ricardo Salas and Francisco Vernon. Yeah, I mean, look, man, Duran Ennis, he's going to get a pass. Look, this is just the way boxing works. He's going to get a pass because he's going to be able to say that Xander Zayas ducked him. That's what's going to happen. And what they're going to point to is, well, you seen that we were trying to make a fight and they didn't want to make a fight. But you never see any substantial actual proof that happened. It's some guy on Twitter or YouTube that literally says, yeah, we tried to make the fight. He didn't want it. That's all it is. And this is boxing scene. Crumb Matt Edwards, a crummy trainer. He's around these guys, and let's hear what he has to say.
That they're going to put Xander Zayas in with a kid like Ennis, because I believe that the people at Top Rank, the Carl Moretti's, the Bruce Tramplers, the Brad Goodmans, I believe that their eye for detail is so good that they know what Ennis is, despite what everybody else says.
Right, it's so funny. I wasn't going to like this comment. I agree. I don't think this fight happens.
I think it's just talk. I really do. I think the Ennis side wants it because they need a big opponent.
Well, of course, you know, brother is he's gonna side with the brother, and he's trying to say that Zayas side doesn't want it, but it's both. It's usually both.
But I can't see Xander and is going from he wins the title, he immediately goes to a unification, and then now he goes into a fight where he's going to be a 4 to 5 to 1 underdog versus a kid in his prime as talented as Ennis. That's not. Top Rank didn't.
How is he gonna be a 5 to 1 underdog? This dude just be saying shit, man. I'll take 50%, but I do agree with that. Both sides don't want it. It doesn't look like both sides would have
fast in this business for as long as they did, doing stuff like that with the Puerto Rican young kid who's going to be, he's going to be. I don't think he's as good as Cotto and Trinidad, but I think that he can be what they are at the box office if he's moved the right way. But if they do fight.
So there it is. I mean, that's what it said, man. If people are moved the right way, and as boxing fans, we lose this somehow. People get on panels, they get on YouTube, they argue on the boxing shows, and they just fanboy, and they lose the part about, man, these guys move strategically. Everybody, every fighter we talk about, everybody you think is a beast, people move strategically. And it's just funny to see that the fans, they argue who's ducking who, when a lot of times it's both. Both sides know, hey, let's just kind of like go along to get along. Yeah, we'll say make the fight so nobody looks bad, and just let the idiot fans argue. Yeah, he is. He's a brother. He's going to 9 out of 10 times, like Tim Bradley, there'll be like 1 or 2 instances where they'll like keep it 100 and they won't go for the brother, but 9 out of 10 times, 8 out of 10 times, they go for the brother. You know what I'm saying? And even if they don't, they'll come back and do some slick shit, like make it look like, well, I didn't go against them, but I had to tell you what was the truth, or you know how it is, man. I don't need to explain it to you. You know what I'm saying? But I will explain it to you how it works and why it works. I dropped the link, Lord Chilaquiles. Hit the like for Frank Bay. Let's get these numbers up. You know what I'm saying? But how do you guys feel about it? Do you guys think this fight is going to happen? Now, again, I'm going to say it. It could happen. I mean, it could happen, but I'm showing you that what the people are saying. Just like when I heard Davina Hanke and Xander Zayas. Not going to happen, bro. Davina Hanke, Shakir Twitterson, not going to happen. Ryan Garcia, Davina Hanke, they're beefing, not going to happen. Frank Bay has told you this. Whenever you see negotiations go online, whenever you hear rumors these guys may fight, they're talking about it, 9 out of 10 times, that means it's not. That's weird, right? That actually is not going to happen. The ironic thing is that when fights are going to happen, they just happen. Like Zurdo Ramirez, Navarrete, Sugar Nunes, Zurdo Ramirez, Benavidez, they just happened. He just came out and told you, yeah, the fight's going down. They just happened. Resendez Ramagia. It just happened. It's like there was the rumor of the other fight, and then boom, the other fight just got made. And a lot of times they put this shit out so they can kind of get a gauge of like what the fans are saying. Can they get away with it? Can they get more money here? Oh, let's put out there's a rumor for Charlo, so Munguia offers more money. I mean, the shit is not rocket science, but man, fans get so lost in the sauce. They really fall for these rumors. So who is Zayas fighting next? What I would think, he would just go up to 160. Snack for clap, Cinnabons. Let's keep it 100. Snackford ducked out of the rematch. Come on, let's keep it a thou wow. Hit the like. You know what I'm saying? And fans fall for it, but they fall for the okie doke, man. They fall for all this shit, man. And then they argue back and forth, and then we argue who's ducking who. Mexican boxing #1, salute. Where you been, homie? We dominate boxing. 16 champ Daniel Godard, go to 160, so duck boots. Well, the link is in the chat, man. This is Daniel Godard. You are a perfect example. You already feel like it's a ducking that is ducking boots, and that's what I'm saying. Boots, Jerron Ennis, they don't want the fight either. It's fake news. Fundora, how is it that one guy's always ducked? One guy gets to say he was gonna fight Norman, he was gonna fight that didn't happen. He was going to fight Virgil Ortiz. That didn't happen. How is it there's always one common denominator for these guys like Jerron Ennis? Fundora going to destroy Thurman, all facts? Yeah. I mean, that's what it's set up to be. The matchmakers at Top Rank are very good, giving their fighters easy titles. Bro. And I mean, look, Xander Zayas is not bad. Frank Bay, I just shout out. Thank you. Stank breath. When Fundora bust your mouth, it's called mouthwash. Ho. When Fundora destroys Thurman, they're gonna make excuses and cry. Hey man, every fan base does it, but it'll be hell of a scalp for Fundora. Damn, I messed up on my bullshit. He wants to fight. Dude, did you not hear that it's rumors? Did I just not play the tape where people are already saying it's fake news? Maybe you did not catch that part, but let me show you again one time.
Will we see a Zayas versus Boots fight on the zone?
I don't think so. I'm very pessimistic about this fight happening. I don't know if they're going to risk that right now. You got to.
Yeah, it's on both sides. See, it was fake news. The guy who put it out, they were in negotiations and gonna fight. That was just a rumor. It's fake news to put out to get you guys to talk. They want people to talk about it. Let's generate and see if there's any interest. But it's fake news, and everybody's doing it, and it's a problem. Look, I get why they're doing it, but the problem is that fans like Daniel Garrard. And don't be a hater, hit the like. You guys start wanting to point the finger and talk about who's ducking who. Looks like we got our first guest, Alberto. I believe I know who Alberto is, but I always got to check, make sure it's the real Alberto. Please stand up. Salute.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, I got you.
Okay, hey, salute, Frank. Salute.
Yo.
No, this is me. I'm not a troll. I know there's
Okay.
like a lot
Yeah,
of
I know.
trolls.
I gotta know first.
Nah, for sure, bro. Salute, bro. Hope you're having a good day. Glad to see you back. I
sure.
feel like it's been a minute since you went live. I feel like
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to get the free time, you know.
Yeah. No, we all got grown responsibilities we gotta do, man. Well, at least real men. You know, some of these trolls they just live on YouTube, but now a lot of us we gotta go out there. And
Well,
survive
yeah,
and
I like
shit.
to be on them too, but I mean, as far as like doing my own show, I have to be here and read the comments and everything, so I can't just be like, "Hey, I'm gonna
for sure,
go piss."
For sure. Yeah, we all get it in. We all do what we gotta do, and we make our rounds. But I mean, some of these dudes seriously probably don't. They don't do shit but be on YouTube. You know what I mean? But a real one can do both. But yeah, I just wanted to speak real quick. You were talking about Ryan Garcia. You don't see him fighting Shakur. Me neither, bro. I saw Ryan Garcia did a live stream on Kick with David Benavidez. Shout out Team Benavidez. Shout out Ryan. I think that's a good look, man, because they're capturing the younger audience when they do these live streams, and that just adds to their profile, man. Like, that's why I don't get it. Some of these cats, like, they refuse to do it. Like, shout out to I seen it's different though, bro, right? Because you know Shakur does these streams, but he only does it with Bud. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't have
yeah.
the charisma or the mouthpiece of. They don't have the intelligence. I don't know what it is, bro. But like, he needs his butt buddy Bud to do these.
You just
live
said
streams.
it, Alberto. I'm gonna tell you what it is. They don't have nothing to say.
Nope. And I'm
Well,
sorry, go ahead, Frank.
no, okay, because like you, I know you love talking boxing just like I love talking boxing because you consume the information, right?
Mhm.
And you wanna it's not enough to just you want to hear somebody else's opinion, right? See,
Correct.
those guys, this is my opinion on them. They don't want to hear any different opinion,
Right.
and that's
Yeah.
why they don't have anything to say. But go ahead.
Yeah, bro. A lot of cats, like, they're really close-minded, and they don't like to learn. See, me, if I'm ever like off base or offset, like if I ever say something that don't make sense, I don't mind learning from somebody that knows more. You get what I'm saying? Because that's the only way you learn is from others, experiences, others, reading books and shit like that. So, yeah, a lot of these cats, like, no offense to Shakur, but he kind of seemed retarded. Like, even when he answers Aiden Ross's question, it's like stale, bro. Like, you know, when you're having a good dynamic with somebody,
Yeah.
you kind of throw him like a alley-oop or an olive branch to kind of keep the combo flowing. Shakur, like,
It's like
I don't
pulling
know.
teeth. It's pulling fucking
Yeah.
teeth.
yeah, like the conversations just be stagnant and awkward. Like, he do like very minimal word responses, and he just kind of comes off as like aggressive, you know, like he's kind of annoyed. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't really think Shakur, and that's why I said this the other day too. I forgot where I was at, but I said, bro, you notice how we never see Devin Haney on a live stream? It's because his dad, Bill Haney's the only one with some fucking sense in his head. Devin Haney's a fucking retard. That's why he can't go on these live streams, because he can't have Bill do all the talking. Like, when they do the press conferences, you notice Bill be popping it. Bill is the one that kind of has, as much as I hate the Haneys and they're a cancer to boxing, Bill do he just be talking, but he does know how to talk. I gotta give the man his props on that, right? And so
Yeah.
I promise you, bro, we'll never see Devin Haney on an Aiden Ross or Oblivious or Neon because these cats don't have much to say, like you said, bro. And I think Ryan's doing a hell of a job. And I brought this up because him and David were discussing the Shakur fight.
Yeah.
David asked him, like, hey, realistically, what fights do you want next? And Ryan said he wanted Shakur, but, you know, Shakur's being a diva. He's wanting him to drain himself at a catch weight, or if they fight out at 147, there's a catch weight. If not, he has to go down to 140 or 142, whatever the case may be, right? It's some fugazi shit. It's like, bro, Ryan has the most prestigious belt, damn near behind heavyweight. It's the green 47 strap. You know how much lineage 47 has, bro? Like 47 welterweight, that's like right behind heavyweight in terms of like one of the most glamorous divisions in boxing. And so you want him to do some whole ass catch weight or to fight you at 140, like super lightweight. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like Shakur just trying to, because he contradicts himself, bro, literally. When he saw him in person after Ryan just made history and became a world champion, he said, you're not that big. You're not that. And then so it's like, bro, why you want him to come down? Like, if you're truly great, like Bud, he didn't make Canelo fight him at 161.528. He just went up to 168 and did it. And you know, he caught Canelo at the right time, but that's another discussion. That's neither here nor there. I think, bro, what I see happening is, this is what I see, Frank. I see Ryan, he's a golden boy. It seems like him and Oscar are good, so I think they were able to hash whatever beef they had behind the scenes. It seems like things are going good at Golden Boy. I say they keep him in-house, bro. Make Ryan versus Rocha. Make Ryan versus, you know what I'm saying, Duarte. Like, Ryan already brings the profile. Like, he brings the stars out. He sells seats. We don't need those loudmouths taking a piece of the pie. You know, why not just keep it in-house? It'll be less of a headache. They don't have to acquiesce to any of their weird-ass demands. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they tout themselves like if they're Floyd Mayweather. It's like, bro, y'all don't bring anything to the fight. You guys are clear B-sides. Shakur got booed out of Newark Arena.
He did.
Yeah, Devin Haney, fucking, come on, man. I don't even gotta. Devin Haney's been on Ryan Garcia's undercard more times than I can count. So, yeah, bro, I say they keep him in house. What do you think, Frank? Like, realistically,
I agree pretty much with everything you said. And the crazy thing is that, and I know the things you say are kind of controversial, because I know you'll get static if you say that other places, because you said
everywhere, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Johnny, yeah,
they'll give you static for what you just told me. You'll get hella static, and that's what I'm saying. What you're saying is what makes sense, because what you talked about Ryan and Rocha. Yeah, that's a hell of a fight. That makes sense, because Davina Hankey's about to go fight Rolly Romero, but he's gonna get a bunch of praise.
Right.
Shakir Twitterson, he's under no pressure. I think that's what a lot of people are sensing. Why is he not getting any pressure to fight anybody? Have you noticed that?
I think, bro, because his association with Andre Ward, he kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as he got a belt, they kind of just put him on that throne, that pedestal. You know what I'm saying, Frank? Like, I feel like he has, like, when he fights the fucking Artunians of the world or the Yoshinos, we gotta shut up and appreciate greatness. But
yeah,
you know
that's exactly what it is.
I think, bro, it's his ties to Andre Ward that people kind of just, okay, he's the next great one. Like, we're just gonna accept it, even though his resume doesn't match that. He don't gotta challenge himself.
Yeah,
crazy,
no,
bro.
because when you say something like that, they say, oh, well, he's such and such. They'll give you all the accolades, and he beat Teofimo, and I get that, but Teofimo had been beat before. It's not like he hadn't been beat. It's not like he beat the number 1 or 2 pound for pound fighter. And with Ryan Garcia, is he the best? Nah, he's not the best, but he's already fought 2 of the best. But listen to what I'm saying. He's already fought 2 of the best fighters. Stanky Davis, which we know was a rehydration clause. He got screwed over, and and Davina Hankey. And he beat Devin Haney's ass. So out of Ryan's peer group, He beat two of the top. He fought two of the top guys, beat one of them, and he beat this guy Oscar Duarte, who Richardson Hitchinson was afraid to fight.
Right. It's I'll say it like this, right, Frank? Like, Ryan is the only one. Like, if he's able to fucking fight Shakur eventually, Ryan would have fought the four kings. You know, like, he actually got in the ring with the best, and you got to give him praise. Like, I said this the other day, bro. Like, because of Ryan, I really think people think it's okay to lose your O. Like, Ryan's making it okay. Like, a lot of these cats are scared to lose their O. You know, you got whole ass Devin Haney suing to get his O back, but we all saw him get whooped, pillar to post, face down, ass up. And I think Ryan, bro, like, if you, like, I know he might not be the best yet, bro, but I feel like the best Ryan I ever saw was last month when he fought Barrios. He just looks super poised, bro, and I think a dedicated Ryan to the sport of boxing is a dangerous Ryan. And he's very influential, bro. Like, did you notice that when he won the title, he went to In-N-Out? And then this past week, Michael B. Jordan won an Emmy or some kind of award, right? Like a Golden Globe, the acting shit. And he went to In-N-Out. Bro, if that's not a direct, like, he's not influenced by Ryan, I don't know what is. Because it was the same layout. It was like right after Ryan did it. So, you know, Ryan's reach is crazy, bro. Like, I think, you know, because of him and Tank were able to do 1.2 million. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've been saying it, man. On my channel, at least, I've been saying that Ryan Garcia is a face of boxing. And look, man, yeah, he lost to Rolly Romero. I get that. But he's still a massive figure in the sport. And all these guys want to fight him. They won't fight each other. Tank Davis, Davina Hankey, Shakir Twitterson, they won't fight each other, but they all want a piece of Ryan Garcia. So if that doesn't tell you where his place in the boxing landscape is, then I don't know what is. And the other thing, look, man, people don't give him credit because he beat Mario Barrios. But I'm gonna say, I've been saying this. Was Brian Norman any better than Mario Barrios?
No, not in my opinion. They're comparable. They're like peas in a pod.
Well, no, people will say that Brian Norman, he was the number one welterweight, and Davina Hay. What I'm trying to do is show you that Brian doesn't get credit for Barrios, and I get it because Mario Barrios was the weakest champion, this and that, right? Okay, fine, but that's what I'm saying. Was Brian Norman any better than Mario Barrios? And if you really think about it, was Mario Barrios a little more accomplished than Brian Norman?
100%.
Wow, I'm surprised you agree.
Bro, I feel like Barrios, bro, I said this the other day, right? I think Brian Norman Jr., he might end up being the next Fernando Vargas. In terms that they rushed his career.
Okay. I was like, damn, Fernando was accomplished.
Oh, no. Then that would be paying him a compliment, right? But to me, bro, you don't go from fighting Sasaki's and Centillion to Devin. Like, to me, they kind of like the Haney's fucking made that fight seem more than what it was. Brian Norman Jr. is a good fighter, but he's not great. You know what I mean? Like, he got a vacant belt. So it's crazy that Devin gets praised for beating Brian Norman Jr., who was
that's what I'm trying to say.
Unaccomplished 140. He had one title defense against the Japanese. And no disrespect to the Japanese fighters, but they're not known for anything above 118. You know what I mean? So for them to get all this credit, like, oh, Brian Norman Jr. was a killer, and I kind of felt for the Juice too, man. Because if you watch like TBB and they start spitting that rhetoric, that shit catches on to you, bro. Like, I feel like I got duped.
He got duped, bro.
Yeah, I really thought Brian Norman Jr. was like a legend in the sport, like a mini Marvin Hagler or some shit. In reality,
oh my goodness,
he was an unaccomplished champ. You know, he had one title defense, and Haney's they're gonna steal all the credit for beating him, and it's like, man, it's crazy, bro. People love to pick and choose who to give credit to. It's crazy, bro.
Well, I mean, look, you can give credit to everybody. Look, was Mario? What I'm trying to say is Ryan doesn't get any credit for Mario Barrios. That much we know, right? But Mario Barrios beat Ugas. Ugas is a better win than Santillan, who 100%. Norman beat.
when you go resume for resume, the shit starts to get spooky.
James, what? This guy listens to the boxing voice with a casual. Look, man, people listen to what they want to listen to, and look, man, I listen to everything too. Believe it or not, I do. I listen to other people and things like that. But like Alberto said, man, he feels duped, and a lot of people felt duped after Brian Norman, right? But that's when you got to say, man, the guy was. And I'm not bashing Brian Norman. I'm just comparing the wins. Why does Davina Hanke get so much credit and Ryan Garcia doesn't get any credit for Mario Barrios?
Exactly. And to the dude that said that, you know, TBV's your character, man, if you don't know what your opposition is up to, then how are you going to be prepared? You know what I mean? So as much as, and let's be real, man, shout out to Ness. Like that, I think is like that's like where like the voice of the boxing fans, you know, like you get both sides. Like I hear a lot of like pro Haney rhetoric, but then I also hear like, you know, we got a lot of paisas that call in and rep for the Mexican side. So it's not, you gotta, it's a diverse audience there, you know what I mean? So man,
yeah, no, I mean, yeah, no, I mean, look, like I said, I listen, I'm like you, I listen to various different platforms. And I like to hear what everybody's thinking. It's just interesting to see what people say. So
yeah, you gotta check the temperature, man.
Yeah. I mean, you get the extreme. That's what it is, right? There's so many extremes in this YouTube or X. Are you on X, Alberto? I haven't seen you on there.
No,
you're not there. That's where you gotta go.
That's where it's at.
Well, I mean, like okay, so YouTube is more like shit. What would YouTube be? You're gonna get good boxing takes, you know, but then you're gonna get a lot of channels are dedicated to certain fighters. Mm-hmm. But on X, you get like everything. So all the Devin Haney fans, all the Shakir Twitterson fans, all the Ryan Garcia fans, you see what the fans really say.
So it's raw and uncut. And on YouTube, you got your affiliations already.
Well, it's because like depending on where you go and what channel you're on, your opinion is gonna get taken different ways.
That's true, man.
So if you say what you're saying to me on another channel that is like pro Devin Haney, they're gonna boot you off, or they're gonna like boot. You know what I'm saying? You'll just get booted.
Yeah, I would have been cut off. Yeah.
But the temperature of boxing fans is better on Twitter, because you really see what because that's where like the Ring magazine, they make these posts, so you get to see all the comments and what people are saying.
Yeah, I gotta get tuned then, man. I gotta get hit to.
You don't even have an account?
Nah.
I'll tell you, the worst place to get boxing takes is Instagram. That's the worst.
I was gonna say Facebook, but yeah.
Oh nah, Facebook is like grandpa's talking about Ali still on Facebook.
Yeah, man. But I've been seeing like people still be posting like takes from Facebook. I'm like, Lord have mercy.
Holy shit! I didn't even know they had boxing shit on Facebook still.
I guess they do. I mean, crazy.
But yeah, Instagram is hella fake news. That's all. I mean, I don't know. Instagram is just like, it's a lot of women there and everything. Alberto doesn't know boxing. The worst place is that guy said the boxing voice. Mirage owned the channel. No, Exicant. Does this guy still have MySpace? Damn, Alberto. Look, man, Alberto gets I'd rather have somebody that comes in with hot takes than neutral and try to be lukewarm. So, Alberto, if you're getting hammered, that means you're doing something good. That's what I believe.
Yeah, man. I'm not trying to like just conform and say like the PC shit or the shit that, you know, everyone else is saying. I like to give my takes, man, and that's why I try to shake shit up. Like I told Johnny this the other day. I'm like, I try to come through and boogie and bully the scene, you know, everywhere I go. I don't give a fuck. I just like to make my opinion heard, and I'm not even doing it for attention. That's just how I really feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, hey Frank, let me double back. I'm gonna see if I could call in. Give me like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's fine. On? Yeah, we should be. Yeah.
Okay. For sure. Hey, salute Frank. Salute.
Yeah,
the
thank
chat,
you.
Even though y'all cooking me. I'll be right
Nah,
back, Frank.
they cook me more. All right.
All right, bro. Salute.
Like, so there it is. And you see, he's talking about Alberto. I think he said he just listened to the Boxing Voice. Look, I've listened to the Boxing Voice. I've called in and I got chewed out. I got into an argument with them right away. The head guy. But look, man, I mean, I'd rather, like I said, with Frank Bay, I'd rather be not liked than neutral or lukewarm. The room got hot to him for him and left. Nah, nah, man, he's used to it. He will give his takes, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Because you'd be surprised. A lot of people, when they talk the boxing talk, they will say things to fit in. I don't know, just because it's a group atmosphere. And what'll happen if you notice, a lot of places get the same people and they'll just start agreeing, because that's what happens, right? You talk to people every day, the same people, or you talk boxing, you'll notice there'll be a homogenization, which they call an echo chamber. So that's what's going to happen. People will fall into an echo chamber, and just naturally you'll start to kind of like fall in line, either with the host or somebody who's loud. Frank Bay, are you single? I only do relationships. Nah, man, I got hoes. You know what I'm saying? I only got room for maybe one more, but I don't love them. Nah, I'm just playing. I am the most hated in these YouTube streets because I never take no L's. Exactly, man. Undefeated. The Boxing Voice has lames. Hey, man, there's lames everywhere. You just gotta you gotta say what you feel. If you listen to me and you're still listening to me, you're here listening to Frank Bay, it's because I don't cookie cut or sugar coat. I'm giving you my actual factuals. You know what I'm saying? And I try to back it up with facts. Sometimes it's just my feelings. You know what I'm saying? People always talk about facts. I'm giving you the facts. It's like, bro, not everything can be quantified and magnified and given a number where it's an actual factual. Sometimes we got to go with our gut. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say. Go with your gut. Like the other day, we was talking about robot love. You know what I'm saying? We went there. But back to Alberto's point, man. This is the post. Rye's hanging with Benavidez. They linked up. I got Vega the moderator mad. Ha ha. Yeah, man, you be pissing that guy off, man. He does not like you. But man, I'd rather be, what is it? I'd rather be feared than loved. Isn't that what they say? So the big link up, the big hookup, we seen Rye, King Rye and Benavidez linking up, the power couple. Shaking shit up. Oh, here it is. Let's see what they gotta say. Y'all want to hear this though?
To win a fight to nothing. Bro, I really wanted to fight Shakur bad. I just don't like those people that think they're like, you're not the best, bro. You're not even showing that you're that like that. In the ring. Like, it's one thing to win a fight, it's another thing to show, all right, I'm like that.
Yeah.
And he's out here saying, oh, I'm the best. Like, bro, you're not the best fighter, bro. There's a lot of guys that are monsters, bro. You're not a monster.
But I feel like
you're like a puppy.
If he thinks he's the best and he's already willing to go up to 144, just go 3 more pounds. You know what I mean? It's the same shit.
You're not gonna struggle. Fuck.
Exactly.
That's right. The big cook up. The two faces of boxing. They hate to see it. I think that's what Alberto was getting at, man. They hate to see it. This picture right here pisses them off. Me and my these guys lames, they all report you when you cook them. That's what people do, bruh. They can't handle it. Buddha Sue got Frank Bay, why aren't you covering the Pacheco hating? I already did, man. Actually, it was on BDA. We talked about it. I will do more. That's a little bit more of a separate. And look, man, I don't like bashing a fellow brother. You know what I'm saying? Chitlin distributor, hit the like, guys. Hit the like. You know what I'm saying? But David Benavidez, Ryan linking up. That's life, pal. Gotta love him, man. But the big news, you know what I'm saying? And it looks like Shakir's starting beef with David Benavidez. What's he starting to beef? He said, what'd he say? So he says, David Benavidez, if Shakur thinks he's the best and he's already willing to go up to 144, just go up 3 more pounds. Shakir Twitter sent fires back. I said, what is it? How does he talk? How Alberto said he's kind of like, I don't. It's slow, not slow, just kind of like, he got no charisma. He's like, he's trying to be too cool. Bones. Most pochos think like Diego Pacheco. I can't wait to see him get knocked out. See, he started a beef he won't be able to finish. Shakur seems scared in that tweet. Yeah, it's some real pussy shit, man. You don't ever want to hear a fighter talk like this. Fighter is supposed to just have a one-track mind, right? Like, let's get it on. I said I will on my time and not nobody else time. Tell David I will go up when he go up to his 4th weight class to fight Usyk. So Shakir Twitterson's trying to make that comparison, and it's not a comparison. Not a lot of fighters just go up to heavyweight, but let's break this down. The link is in the chat. Hit the like, hit the link. Shakir is like those rich kids whose dads trick him into thinking he's smart by buying his way into Harvard. That's a good analogy, man. Well, it's like Alberto said. Alberto made a good point, was that hanging with Snackford, hanging with Andre Board, they start to believe their own bullshit. You guys are really cooking Diego, huh? Look, man, Diego's young. That's what he feels. He said what he thinks, and he'll learn the hard way. I just think it just made no sense why he would say Mexicans have no skills. And I did have a good point on, but I'll cook on that. Let me just cook on this. I said I will just go on my time and not nobody else's time. Well, wasn't he calling out Ryan Garcia? Don't they call this guy the pound for pound? He's the best. Diego is dumb. Yeah, he's just dumb, man. It's just a dumb thing to do. But I don't want to hate on him too much. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he'll change. Maybe he'll come back and be like, that's not what I meant. I'm going to issue a public apology. Let's give him some time. He's young. He's dumb. He wasn't really thinking about what he said. Let's think about it. I mean, let's pump the brakes. Let's not rush to judgment. So Shakir Twitterson said, I said I will just on my time. What does that even mean, on my time? So who is he going to fight? What is he going to do? Why is this guy under no pressure? That's my biggest thing. His girl is fire. Who, Diego's? You talking about Diego or David's? E-glue. How can you call it Mexican boxing with an American flag? He means weight clause. Anyway, you guys are really going on Diego. We'll cook on Diego in another stream. Maybe when he fights. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We'll get to that. But, Shakir Twitterson, he said he'll go on my time. Well, what's the timeline? He fought it in January. He said he'll go to 144, and I think that's what he doesn't like. I don't think he likes being called out that he said he'll go up. But then upon going up, he needs a rehydration clause. When he seen Ryan Garcia, he says, I didn't realize you're not as big as I thought. What does that have to do anything? If you're this guy and you say you have most skills, right? You're the most skilled. You're the best defensive fighter of our time. You're legendary. You're an all-time great. Why do you have the excuses? It just doesn't make sense. And really, I speak to the fans. This is who I want to hear from. Shakir Twitterson fans. If you're a fan of this guy, isn't that the fight you want to see? Look, his fans, Ryan Garcia is trash. His fans, the Shakir Twitterson fans, are basically the interchangeable with Davina Hanke fans, right? They're the most skills, more athletic, they beat flat-footed Mexicans, the green print. You've heard it all. We know it all. We know the narrative. We know the story. Well, then it's not even that big of a jump. If Snapper went and did it 2 weight classes, 16 pounds, you're talking about 3 more pounds. If you're supposed to be the best, you're in that cloth. They talk about he's in the same cloth as Andre Ward, as Snackford. He's in the same cloth, right? He's compared to those guys. Why is it they find excuses to duck? Because they're allowed to, bro. They get no pressure. They're under no pressure to perform. Have you heard any pressure that Shakir Twitterson needs to clean out his division? Remember when it was Canelo, he had to clean out his division? And even when he did, He still was ducking everybody. Jamal Charco would fight Resendez if he really wanted to. They always say they're going to win by masterclass or KO, but never do. Yeah, man. I mean, you guys see it. We see it. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm speaking. This is boxing. Look, I want to see the fight. You know, when it comes to some of these fights, they say, "Oh, Canelo don't." You know, he didn't never want to fight a slick black fighter. That's what they said. That's what they said. There was always rumors that he avoided slick black fighters. You know, and then when Crawford beat him, they said, "Well, that's why." It's like, no, I mean, he fought slick black fighters before him. You know, or it's the slick style, like the defensive fighter, like Shakir. He beats everybody, but we want to see the fight. We want to see the fight, but now when the fight, he could have the fight. That's what Ryan Garcia is saying. Ryan Garcia is saying that he wants to fight him. So when he can have the fight, now he doesn't want the fight. That's what's weird to me. Now that the fight, so maybe he was thinking, oh, Ryan will just, I can clout chase off Ryan, and he's not gonna fight me. He's afraid of me. He knows I'll beat him. Whatever he was thinking, whatever excuses they were gonna use. Now Ryan says, yeah, I want the fight. Canelo losing to a well, he was never really a welterweight then, was he? I mean, he always said that his natural weight was 168. That's what he said. And he didn't look he didn't look fat, or he looked like he was built for that weight. But I get it. It is what it is, man. That's not really the question. The question is, why is Shakir Twitterson making all the excuses now? Is it because they thought that Ryan Garcia was not serious? That he was only going to take easy matches? Isaac versus Roach? I don't know. I mean, they're saying Roach versus William Zepeda. Shakir Twitterson didn't have a problem fighting smaller guys. It wasn't too long ago that he was talking about he held on to that 135 title so he could go fight Raymond Murataya. But now all of a sudden that disappeared. Now at 140, who is he going to fight? I haven't heard anything. I really said from the very beginning, I said he should fight Davina Hengi. The fight, or he called out Conor Benn too. I think Shakir Twitterson called out Conor Benn as well. And now Conor Benn is moving in a different direction. But I don't remember. Well, he said he wanted a rehydration on Conor Benn, but he was willing to go up to the weight class. But now it just seems like there's no pressure. Shakir, Tank, and Crawford never lost to Mexicans. Is that okay? Have they, well, I think Tank Davis, had a tough fight with Isaac Pitbull Cruz. But Shakira, I don't know, man. He could have fought Navarrete. There was that fight. Well, we'll never know, though. You know what I'm saying? We'll never know. He's not going to fight Raymond Murataya. We need to see the fights. Crawford could have fought Fundora. He could have fought Virgil Ortiz, but he declined. So we'll never know. Bones, I know you say that, but you don't mean it. You don't know the things that you are saying. You know what I'm saying? That's a quote. They know not what they do. You ever heard that? That's why you're supposed to have forgiveness, for they do not know what they do not know. They do not know the error of their ways. Shikang is looking like the next GOAT main. A Mexican will not beat him. I don't really think it's about that. I think it's about we just want to see it. See, Bones, you get stuck in that echo chamber sphere of where you hear these things. Oh, he never lost to so-and-so, so he don't need to fight so-and-so. Kay Breezen, do you know what's going on with Turkey and his plans now that it ran? No, I don't know, man. He hasn't said anything. People are speculating, but so far so good. We'll have to wait and see things play out, but they're still planning on doing events. So, I think people are still curious. You know what I'm saying? We cooking. Exactly. We always cook, man. We say the things they don't want to say. We say the things that people don't want to hear, which is ironic, right? You're here listening, and I'm saying the things that you don't want to hear. But we do want to hear it. We want to hear it. We don't want to hear it in echo chamber. We don't want to hear it with people agreeing. We want to hear different opinions. So hit the like, hit the link. They only have 7 champions. Should be 6. Duarte was going to beat Hitchinson's. Yeah, you know what, man? And that's boxing, man. Boxing is half sport and half business, right? You move strategically. You move according to the business. Black American fighters only fighting between 130, 137. Well, I'm sure they're in every weight class, right? But I think we mainly just focus on the names. I've been watching boxing all for my life, and I know these things. You guys are hoping Ryan beats Shikang, but it won't happen. Bones. I think you're my favorite now, man. I mean, you're the number one hater, but you keep me on my toes. You keep the chat, you keep the people on the toes, and big respect, right? But that's the difference here, man. Frank Bay and the chat, like Mexican box, we want to see the fight. That's the difference when you talk about Shakira and Keyshawn and Davina Hanke and all those guys. They won't fight each other, right? And their fans, they talk about why they're able to avoid so and so. They talk about, oh, we don't need to fight that fight. He don't need to fight so and so. Ryan will probably lose his next fight anyway. They don't like Mexicans run boxing. Yeah, okay, so let's take out the Mexican, the Black, African American. Let's just take race out of it for 1 second, right? Let's pretend it doesn't exist. We either want the fights or we don't. You know, I was cooking on Xander Zayas and Jaron Ennis. You either want that fight or you don't. That's really what it is. You either want the fights or you don't. And boxing fans complain when they don't get the fight, and then they complain when they do get the fight. You know, you're going to hear people complain about Davina Hanke and Rolly Romero. Xander destroys boots. You think so, huh? Most people are picking Jaron Ennis. To beat Shikang, you need to have power and be awkward like a Maidana. Mexicans these days are pillar punchers like Zepeda. Well, I'm here to tell you, I think Ryan, a lot of people would say Ryan will beat. Look, man, if it would, see, this is the problem. This is the problem, Bones. If it was so easy, why doesn't the guy just take the fight? That's what you're missing. If it was so easy, like you say, he would just take the fight. You know, Julio Cesar Chavez beat all the Mayweathers. If Chavez was in this era when the Mayweathers, let's take that era with Chavez and the Mayweathers and bring them to this era, they would say Chavez would lose all those fights. In fact, we probably would have never got the fights because they wouldn't want to see the Mayweathers lose. You know, Floyd Mayweather Sr., his dad and his brothers, you know, Chavez ran through him. But you bring that to this era and they would have said he would have lost. You see what I'm saying? So we want the fights. I think that's the difference. Look, man, if Shakir goes up and he kicks Ryan's ass or beats him, 12-0s him, that is what it is. It is what it is. And you know, with boxing moves on. Once Shikang neutralizes Ryan left hook, it's over. Tank did it with these. That's not the same thing, bro. Ryan was dead at that weight. You know it. We all know it. He was dead at that weight. Ryan is feared. They fear Ryan. Look, if it was so easy, bro, I'm glad you said that, because if it was so easy and this was 135, Ryan, they couldn't rehydrate. Yeah, they'd fight him. They'd line him up. They'd all want to crack at him. But that is 147 Ryan. No rehydration, fully strong, you know, not killing himself. I mean, he looked drained, but not killing himself. You understand what I'm saying? If it was that easy, they would just Devin Haney would have fought him right away. Shakir Twitterson would have fought him right away. You see what I'm saying? So it's not that easy, bro. It's not that as easy as you're making it seem. But you never know, man. You look, we will not know until they square off. That's what it amounts to, man. We will not know until they sign the fight. Hydrated Ryan, the most avoided now. Chitlin Distributor. I don't count that stank fight due to Ryan's conditions. Should be a no contest. I agree 100%. But he lost, you know, and we won't be able to get around it. But at the end of the day, man, again, it's like anything in life. You know, that's one thing men do. They go, you know what? When they're faced with a challenge, oh, that's easy. You know, I told you about my cousin, right? We'd go to the bar or the club, and he was a Shakir Twitterson. Oh, I could hit that. You know, any girl, any hot girl, oh, I could get her. I can get her easy. He swore up and down he could get any girl he wanted, and it was easy. He wasn't ugly. I mean, he was tall. He was decent looking. Had money, nice clothes. But he always said he swore that he was the biggest Mac Daddy. He could knock down any chick, and he never did. Any girl went to the bar, he always had an excuse. Oh, well, you know, she's with a friend. She's too easy. And this is what the Shakira Twitter's Frank Bay Clubber. Exactly, man. Be at the club, you know what I'm saying? Doing my thing, getting my groove on. Now me, I don't care. I approach. I go up to any girl, holla, 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 and she says no, then I go to the next one. But this guy, I think he just feared rejection. His ego couldn't handle being rejected, especially when, and I don't have a problem with that. But don't tell me it's easy work. Like Shakira Twitter sent Davina Hanky. Oh, he's easy. I beat him. Yeah, she's probably a lesbian. Oh, I don't like girls with tattoos. Oh, you know, I like girls with long hair. If she had short hair, he says, I only like girls with long hair. I only like blondes. So like he was able to like basically discount every girl at the club. Like if she had tattoos, he didn't like it. If she had short hair, he didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I only like big butts. So she had big titties. You know, he didn't like it. I don't know. The guy, it was weird. You know what I'm saying? He could discount every single girl. And you know, we just bought it. But he swore that we sucked, that we couldn't pick up any women. But I never seen him leave the club with the woman. You know, he always had an excuse. And that's what it sounds like with these guys. There's always some excuse. There's always some reason why. Mexicans do beat blacks at times, but they beat the cream of the crop like Shakang, Tank, and Stankford, Crawford. Now there's more like Keyshawn and Abdullah. Yeah, I get those guys, but you know, they're not doing anything though. That's the thing. They're not doing anything either. I mean, it's not like they're tearing down walls. It's not like they're all fighting each other. Look, all Shakira Twitterson has to do, aka he's gay. That's what I thought. That's what it sounded like. That's what we said. Bro, you're just gay. Like, just come out of the closet. But he had a girlfriend. I mean, I met her. She was hot, but it was just his excuses. You know, he always had an excuse. And I didn't care if if he was with me, he didn't pick up women. It was more that he tried to tell me that I sucked or we sucked and that he could do it. But he never proved it. He never showed it. Frank Bay and Kuzo, Night at Tech, the Roxberries. Oh, yeah, man. All night, man. Loved it. Do people still go to clubs? Are you guys clubbing? Anybody hitting the bars, the clubs, getting the groove on? You know what I'm saying? Now I just go to Vegas. If I want to go out, I just go to Vegas, man. I don't really, the clubs, it just gets whack. You know, I think a dude like Duarte would get Shakang trouble, but that fight is not going to happen. Well, why not? Like, that's the thing, man. How do these guys get excuses for not fighting anybody? It's like there's always an excuse. That's what I'm saying. You notice it just like with this Jorana and this Xander Zayas. There's always an excuse. As boxing fans, we got to be able to recognize it. Bones, why is there the excuses? I be clubbing. That's right. Dude, that song. Yeah, I be clubbing. You could tell Shakira likes men. Did you see how Shahi got in front of Ryan? Hey, man. I mean, shit, the way they act, they wearing purses, wearing purses and high heels. It's highly likely, bro. They're always wrestling with each other, greased up. More DC, the new generation Chicano Mexican boxers at middleweight to light heavyweight. It is a new crop. It is a new crop, right? You got to say big ass dudes like Zerto and Benavides. Definitely a new day. Shakira and Clifford look like Ryan's groupies. Well, look, man, it's pretty obvious they're just clout chasing. They're all in the weight classes pay attention to. What? They're in all the weight classes pay attention that we pay attention to. But what we need is the boxing media and the boxing heads to put more pressure on these guys. They need more pressure. We need to make a mandate that Shakira Twitterson cleans out his division and that he can't go up to 147 and have rehydration clauses. We need Friday night boxing. You know, that's crazy. I think we used to have it with the ESPN, right? Pro Box, they were doing it and then they stopped. But I think Zuffa, didn't they say they were going to have Friday night cards as well? I think they were. But yeah, that would be a welcome. Well, bare knuckle is going on. I don't know if anybody said anything about bare knuckle. Do you guys watch bare knuckle? I mean, look, it's not boxing. You're not going to see the highest art form, but it's just mad entertaining. Chicane probably going to go back down and beat Zepeda again for the WBC belt. Oh, because if Zepeda fights Roach, that would be... What if he fights Lamont Roach? He could fight Lamont Roach, but again, there's no pressure really for him to do anything. Chicane probably going to go back. Oh, it's ironic the boxing media never talks about the higher weights like middleweight and light heavyweight. Well, with the boxing media where we're at, with the American boxing media, they're just going to focus on where the highest concentration of American fighters are. And that's going to be from 135 to 160. You have a cousin that's fight on Friday night fights on ESPN, Frank. A cousin? You lost me with that one. I don't know. But yeah, man, you know, it just looks like more and more with Keisha Davis, Shakira Twitterson, Boots Ennis now. And it seems like a little bit like Xander Zayas. I don't know if you could really include him, but it's just excuses, you know? Excuse after excuse. And the boxing public, the boxing people, they just eat it up. They go with the fake news. They go with the rumors. Oh, Shakira, he wants to fight. Oh, Boots Ennis wants to fight. And really, it's just fake news. It's just rumors. And then the fanboys, fangirls, they get on here. And then they just want to talk about who's ducking who. That's the crazy thing about it, you know, is that we buy into it. You know, it's crazy. You know, Benavidez, he just got to Zurdo. You know what I'm saying? He just got to the fight. Resendiz, Munguia, they're just getting to the fight. And that's what you notice, man. Usyk, he just gets to the fights. Nui just gets to the fights. You know, Bivol, Beterbiev, they just got to it. You know, Teofimo, he just got to the fights. He just got to Loma. He just went and got Shakira Twitterson. I have some inside knowledge about you, Poppy Frankie. That's weird. It has to be fake news because I've never, you know, I don't divulge anything. That's what's weird. But you have a cousin that fights on Friday night fights on ESPN, Frank. I'd like to know who that cousin is. That'd be interesting. Let me know so I can get an interview or get some inside information like you. But yeah, man, we just got to be careful and keep it, you know, keep it level-headed, keep it 100. It'll be interesting to see who Ryan Garcia faces next. You know, I mean, he could fight. I think the best fight would be Arnold Barboza, but I think the most reasonable, logical fight could be Alex Rocha, as was mentioned before. But damn, everybody's calling out Ryan, you know, and he's hooking up with David Benavidez and Zurdo Ramirez, you know, with the fire ass undercard, right? Resendiz, Munguia, bangers, Duarte. Actually, you know, they're throwing him a bone by getting him on that card. So, you know, it'd be interesting, man. In the next week, Keith Thurman, Fundora. But the undercard, I think it was supposed to be Frank Sanchez. Was it Frank Sanchez and Torres, the heavyweights, which would have been very good for Richard Torres. I think we were all looking forward to that. Really wanted to see it. And then it fell through, which really sucked. I think that hurt the card. But you know what, man? It'll be Virgil Ortiz and Fundora. I think that would be the biggest fight to look forward to. If boxing were perfect, man, if boxing were a strictly a sport, you know, we could get Duran Ennis and Xander Zayas, and then we would get Virgil Ortiz and Fundora. Yeah. Piotr was in the Fight of the Year candidate with Isaac Pitbull Cruz. But good for Duarte, man. You know, he really got screwed. But yeah, I really wanted to see Richard Torres step up, man. I think that would have been a step up against Sanchez. You know, he was a contender at a time, suffered some injuries, took a loss. But yeah, it's really unfortunate, man. Wonder what happened to Richard Torres. They said they were going to reschedule it, but haven't heard anything. Again, there's fights this weekend. Amo Williams, Lester Martinez. Amo Williams versus Adames. I think it should be a pretty decent, good scrap. Adames should win. Amo Williams, John Blaze, thank you. Adames should win, right? He looked good against Shiraz. He probably should have won that fight. Most people picked him to that he beat Shiraz. That's when Turkey Al Sheikh was running and yelling at Shiraz, right? His first title shot at 160. You know what's crazy is that Edgar Berlanga, Berlanga, is he the biggest cornball in boxing? Yeah, I got a Dom. Is Edgar Berlanga the corniest, biggest? It's either Keyshawn Davis or Berlangas. Right? So Zayas, man, this guy's always constantly fake newsing it with Josh Kelly. This is him saying that
with Josh Kelly and his team, just to put it easy, he does not want to fight.
Wow.
He just doesn't want.
So how is it that Xander Zayas has all these fights fall through? Supposedly he sent the offer to Virgil, Josh Kelly, now Jaron Ennis, and everybody doesn't want to fight him. No, that's tomorrow. That's Lester Martinez, who had a grudge match with and Billy, right? And they were supposed to rematch. That didn't happen. That New York dude is goofy. Xander or Berlangas? But Berlangas, yeah, man. Here it is. He still says, and it's actually funny. It's hella funny, bro. He swears that he's still on he was cheated.
Like, how does this? How can this just happen like this? And it was a lot of things that that came about that people started doing their research. And about the suspicious hand wraps and stuff with the guy, and it's a lot of weird things. How my face swelled up, so a lot on my right side. My face was swollen. Like
your face was swollen because you got your shit knocked. So he's on here making excuses. Thanks, I'm watching Bare Knuckle now. What is it on? Where are you watching it? Yeah, you're welcome. I watch all that shit, right? I mean, look, I'd like to see motherfuckers get socked up. It's hella funny. You know what I'm saying? But Berlangas he really is on this shit, man. Can you guys hear it? He's really on this shit.
I got hit by a pipe, and the left side of my face was like super duper normal, and that was the same hand wrap he left. Like it was a lot, and I was like in a limbo. I went into a bad depression.
You went into a depression because you're not that good. He said he got hit with the pipe, bro. You just got socked up by a better fighter. You understand what I'm saying? And I wouldn't have a problem with Berlangas, but then he does shit like just it's just nasty work, man. It's just nasty work. You know what I'm saying? He does very corny, suspicious things that to me I think is fugazi. That is a little gay, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? He released a song, and it has to be one of the worst songs, maybe worse than Clarissa Shields. Oh my gosh, have you guys seen this? Little entertainment for the day.
I'm so tired of taking B, plan B's. This nigga won't stop naming me. Soon I had his baby, he gon' say I'm driving crazy. Nigga, please stop fucking naming me. I know my pussy a trap, he can't hit from the back.
Oh my gosh, the world is ending, bro. Do you hear what this said? Do you guys know what this song is? I'm tired of taking these plan Bs. This man won't stop nothing in me. It's the end of the world, bro.
I'm so tired of taking B, plan B's. This nigga won't stop naming.
It is the end of the world now. And Berlangas is no better. So Berlangas is talking about his hand. So this is it. See, he does cornball shit like this. Berlangas is a cornball, bro. That's your type, Frankie. They all my type, baby. Frankie Bay does not discriminate. I don't know. It's kind of catchy. Y'all want to hear it again? But the worst song of 2026 by far is this cornball. And they're just doing real homo stuff. I'm sorry. It's gay. I'm sorry. It's just fruit. I can't say that word. Fruity. Bro, there's no way that you think this is cool. Yeah, nah, the Plan B song. Okay, you guys want that again? Y'all some sickos, but Frank Bay gets it. It is hard though. It go. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this for the homies. We gonna go out tonight. It does make me want to go out.
I'm so tired of taking B, playing B. This nigga won't stop nothing near me. Soon I had his baby, he gon' say I drive him crazy.
Big day for a big motherfucking reason, nigga. Hey, I know my pussy a trap. He can't hit for the back. He gon' try to keep it in, but I don't play like that.
How are these girls going harder than this? How is this? That Sukiyana? Is that Sukiyana?
Fuck is the money I wanna fuck in the bank. He tryna trap a boss bitch. He want a baby with dank. Nigga, get the fuck
Hey, she was flow. She kind of flow right here. Watch.
out of my face. You ain't no hitter, can't shoot in my club. All of your niggas be showing me love. I know I'm pretty, let's keep it a bud. Hit it tomorrow, hit it today. Nigga, you
Wow, this is nuts. I want to get to this part. This is John Blaze's favorite part. I gotta break it down because you know, that's Blaze's favorite part. She takes up her panties and throws up her Blaze.
in the club with no panties on. I wanna take your man home. I wanna hit it for weeks. Hit it today, better have a plan B.
Damn. He said Berlangas. So Berlangas goes harder. My baby mama, me gusta baby mama. Man, is that Blaze? Is that the song you play with your girl? You say, girl, you call up on the radio station, Blaze, and be like, hey girl, hey ma, I really love you. This is your song, girl. This is our song, girl. I miss you. When she left you, Blaze, you need to get her back, baby mama. So what were you guys talking about? Joe Joyce raps better? Okay, one last time. Y'all are some scumbags for this.
I'm so tired of taking B, playing B. This nigga won't stop nothing near me. Soon I had his baby, he gon' say I drive him crazy.
Damn, it's the end of the world, man. It is, bro, with stuff like this. Josh Kelly raps better. Does Josh Kelly rap? He don't rap, do we? Did you guys ever see this one? This is a good one.
Jones barbecue and foot massage. Jones barbecue and foot massage. Better come down here, get some of this shit. You like to eat? America loves to eat. So why not open up somewhere America can sit down, enjoy a meal, and get their feet rubbed? We'll fry anything you want for $5.99. As long as it's friable or edible, we're going to make it deliciable. We will fry parts of the chicken you didn't even know was friable. The beak, the feathers, we'll fry candy bars. All that European stuff that you don't really normally eat, we'll bring it down here and fry it for you. Ask McDonald's to fry something other than what they normally eat.
Fried chicken.
Jones barbecue and foot massage. Jones barbecue and foot massage. Better come down here, get some of this shit. You like to
Man, people just be doing anything, huh? This is Ryan and Benavides working out. See Ryan's shots. And is that the Swifty Blue? That's who it looks like. You guys didn't know who Swifty Blue is? So this is Ryan talking about Shakir Twitterson again.
That shit. Like, bro, I was ready to fight him too. Shakur, he's good, but he wants me to go down to 140. And then he wants rehydration clause. Like, bro, that's pussy. The fuck we doing here? Yeah, we want to see who's gonna be.
So Ryan's making the rounds. He's telling that he's a pussy. Benavides and Ryan taking over boxing. Exactly, man. They hate to see it. Hate to see the big team coming up. You know what I'm saying? So this is Benavides, I guess, punking Ryan. People are saying he got punked, but I think Ryan stood on business. What do you guys think?
Shit on some comments saying some dude should have put a video, right? And then you put washed. He's one of my favorite fighters.
I never said that. Prove it to me. Prove it to me, then I'll say sorry. I promise.
Did Ryan get punked? Because people are saying he got punked. It sounded like he was standing on business, right? Dang, Ryan exposing them. They didn't expect the duo stream. It's whatever.
We were talking shit on some comments saying some dude should have put a video, right? And then you put washed. He's one of my favorite pirates.
I never said that. Prove it to me. Prove it to me, then I'll say sorry.
Back on the air.
I promise.
Because I don't like how that.
No, I'm a man. If I really did say that, I'll say sorry. How about that? Hey, want to know why I doubt it? Because I never used the word wash. I never. It might have been a clickbait. To be real.
Look, it was a video, bro. It was a video that I saw, but this video you said sorry. I got you.
Yeah, Benavidez kind of had like, you know, gangster energy. You know what I'm saying? Look at that face. Look at Benavidez. Like a cholo, you know what I'm saying? A gangster. Ryan is like just a suburb kid, you know what I'm saying? Just said show me and I'll say sorry. Well, Ryan's a goofball. He's not built like that. You know what I'm saying? He got the tattoos and stuff, but he's not like an essay. He's not a cholo or nothing. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get punked, but he did look shook and and he over explained himself. It was kind of like you'd have been like, what? Like the energy was by Jose Benavidez was just like punking. Ryan did say he was high and Ryan was scared. Okay, we got two. Let's break it down. That's what we do. So some people are saying he did. Some people are saying he didn't. But Jose got he's kind of talking like punch drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of like you could tell he looks a little punchy.
We were talking shit on some comments saying.
Okay, well, as soon as homeboy comes up to you, let's say you're in the bar or the club, and as soon as a homeboy comes up to you like this, says, I heard you was talking shit, like you step back, like you about to, throw chingazos, right? Like, look at this.
We were talking shit on some comments saying some dude should have put a.
He said, you've been talking shit, like, you're already like coming at me sideways. Maybe I barely saw the hand on his neck. Yeah, but the way he says it, like, heard you was talking shit. He was talking about Crawford's resume and his name did come up, and Ryan did say Ryan from Victorville ain't nothing out there but desert. It's not built like that. Peg leg Jose has nothing left. Yeah, but that you could tell like in the middle of it. Never mind, he did check. That's what I'm saying though. But Ryan stood on business though. He didn't back up or look scared because he goes, "Nut what?"
Shit on some comments saying some dude should have put a video, right? And then you put washed. He's one of my favorite pirates.
I never said that. Prove it to me. Prove it to me.
He said, "Prove it to me." That sounds like Ryan stood on business. He's not getting punked there, is he? But he did kind of. He didn't need to over explain it. Like, you know what he should have did? He should have said, "And if I did." If I did, that's how you respond. That's gangster. But Ryan's not gangster. Ryan gave Creed 3 a bad review on Letterboxd. Now he said sorry right away, Frank. He did because he lied. He did say he was scared. What? Wait, you're saying Ryan did say he was scared? Yeah, he's a gangster, right? He kind of has like that direct energy. Like, nah, I would have said, nigga, and if I did. But Ryan just pulled the frat boy card. All right, bro. Maybe, let's see. Let's look at the facts, bro.
Prove it to me. Prove it to me, then I'll say sorry. I promise.
Because I don't like how that.
No, I'm a man.
Oh, you say they would have jumped him? Who would have jumped him? Ryan's got security, bro. They wouldn't have did nothing. No, he lied. He actually said that about them. Hit the like. Ryan should have said, that's life, pal.
If I really did say that, I'll say sorry. How about that? Hey, want to know why I doubt it? Because I never used the word wash.
Yeah, why, Ryan, don't do that. Like, just saying if I did, or, okay, sorry. But then why does he walk up, like, to explain? I think that's what somebody said. Like, don't walk up like, hey, bro, you know what? I just thought about it. Oh, snap. Ryan's scared he lied.
Why I doubt it? Because I never used the word wash.
Well, that's what it's saying. Look,
It might have been.
Look how he gets up on him again. Like, that's what a dude who's been to jail does. Ryan will go Jose with the left hook. Right, he puts his hand on his shoulder again and brings him in like that. He's like punking them.
It might have been a clickbait. To be real.
It was a video, bro. It was a video I saw, but this video you said sorry. I got you.
For sure. God bless you, brother.
See that look right there? Like, Jose's energy is all bad, bro. That's when I'd have been like, bruh. And if I did, right? That's that like punking handshake, right? When a dude grabs your hand and like tries to squeeze it, like that's not friendly. That don't look friendly to me. He kind of looks. Jose comes across as like being in too many fights. Ryan would have beat his ass. I think he won a Ryan fight. And look, David's there like, what the hell? Yeah, he should have challenged to a fight. Just had CTE. That's what. Yeah, you could hear it kind of in his voice. But I don't like Ryan saying, kind of having to explain himself. One more time.
I never used the word wash.
Well, that's what it's saying. Look,
I never. It might have been a clickbait. To be real.
Wait, look, it was a video, bro. It was a video I saw, but it is what you said. Sorry, I got to.
And then Jose says, well, you said sorry, like kind of, punking Ryan again. Well, you did say sorry. You did say sorry, right? And Ryan's like, yeah, man, I said sorry. Yeah, the hand and like the extra long handshake. Like, nah, bro, I would have had different energy. You know what I'm saying? I want to let him make him think he made me say sorry. You feel me? Like, nah, bro, I'm saying sorry because I'm a good guy. Ryan's a good Christian, but I'm not saying sorry like because you made me say sorry. Ryan won't beat up the disabled. Give me 1 second. I'm going to let it play real quick.
We were talking shit on some comments saying some dude should have put a video, right? And then you put washed. He's one of my favorite pirates.
I never said that. Prove it to me. Prove it to me, then I'll say sorry.
Go back on the air.
I promise.
Because I don't like all that.
No, I'm a man. If I really did say that, I'll say sorry. How about that? Hey, want to know why I doubt it? Because I never used the word wash.
Well, that's what it's saying. Look,
I never. It might have been a clickbait. To be real.
Wait, look, it was a video, bro. It was a video I saw, but it is what you said. Sorry, I got to.
For sure. God bless you, brother.
Oh shit, yeah. The homeboy said, nah, he made him say sorry because he jumped her. You guys got to stop. That's what I said. No, that's what I said, Daniel. I said Jose made us. Ryan was trying to like apologize like he was the good guy, right? And that's what I was saying, what you're saying. Like, nah, Jose made it a point to make it seem like, nah, you sorry, right? Like when a dude come up to you like, you sorry, right? Like Ryan's not saying sorry. Jose's like, you sorry, right? Like making him say sorry. Freakling, did you hear about man, come on, y'all. Yeah, Mexican boxing said, never mind, he checked him at least. But Ryan, Ryan does do the good Christian thing at the very end, right? I'm proud of Ryan for this.
We were talking shit on
no, wait.
For sure. God bless you, brother.
He says, God bless you, brother. Like Ryan gave him, like Ryan wins at the end, right? Because now Jose's like, damn, I just punked a little Christian boy. You know what I'm saying? Now look at Jose Benavidez. He looks like, damn, I kind of feel bad now. Ryan's just a goofball. Jose made him apologize for something he didn't do. Oh shit, Ryan, like, come on, bro, let's hug it out. Put it behind us. Ryan texted him at night, hey bro, thank you for bringing it to my attention. You ever punked a dude so hard he texts you that he's glad that you made him apologize? Like, bro, you know what, I was really wrong about that. Yeah, Ryan took the better road. Yeah, Ryan took the high road. So now Jose, Jose is gonna rethink about it. Like, man, bro, I really shouldn't have went out, bro, like that. It was a fake apology. Who? By Jose or Ryan? Nah, because Ryan gave him the God bless, man. You can't win when someone does that. You know what I'm saying? They make you feel bad.
For sure. God bless you, brother.
We were talking shit on.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, that was bad. That's his company. His brother pressed him. You know what? I think it's all for show, bro. It might have been a skit. Let's hope it is, but it's just for comedic purposes. A lot of these athletes are soft. Well, you know what it is, bro. They have a lot of security. And that's why you see a lot of these incidences, because they're talking shit. They're in each other's faces because they got security. You know, that's what Mike Tyson said about Fraud Mayrunner, that he said, you ain't a man walking around with all that security. I don't need nobody. That's a fake Mike Tyson impression, right? More why Ryan and David together are funny. I shouldn't even be walking. Great entertainment. Thank you. I'm glad. Well, yeah, them giving us entertainment that we could use, right? I remember Rampage Jackson also got punked by Mexican American cholos. Yeah, when, man? I'd like to pull that up. But I think they were back. They were doing other stuff, man. They were back later, and looks like they're all buddies now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just good entertainment. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Jose, man, Jose couldn't lead the gangster. You know, so here they all breaking bread. But that's what people want to see, man. People want to see the people be vulnerable. You know, they want to see what you're really like. But that's not true. Things can get out of hand fast. You see how things got out of hand. Oh, yeah. But that was because Davina Hankey's little brother's a little biatch, and he's talking shit because he's a little kid. They all do. They're scared of us. Damn. But you know what? If you talk shit, you know people are going to check you. That's just a fact of life, right? If you're in talking shit, people are going to check you. One day, someone's going to just walk up to you. And, you know, Ryan kind of got his card pulled. That's what they call it in the streets, right? Whose street here? Blaze? Isn't that what they call it when someone pulls your card? I should be in a wheelchair, Jose. Ralph is another. Damn, everybody's scared in here. Ryan Benavidez takeover. Pele Benavidez a liar, saying he got shot 6 months before the Crawford fight when it was like 2 years. Maybe, you know what though? He means the surgery. He had to get constant surgery, so he could have still been having surgery. That's so weird, checking somebody. Yeah. Oh, you know, I thought that at first when I seen it, I thought that was like the strangest thing. Like, bro, like it's the internet. People post a bunch of shit. Like, really, Jose, you're that sensitive over a tweet? Did you see whenever Jose and Plant? Oh yeah, that's so now. See, there's always a common denominator, right? Yeah, Plant and Benavidez got in a fight at a gym because Jose's a hothead. You know what I'm saying? Not that that's why somebody should get shot, but you know, a lot of times there's a reason. You know, there's a common denominator in these things. Ralph, your boy Thurman's getting knocked out. It wasn't a tweet, it was an interview. No, he pointed to a tweet. Daniel, he said it was 6 months. I think, did he got shot or the surgery? Because I do remember him talking about surgery. This is a good one. Jose talking about Shakira Twitter sin. Giving some good interviews.
At the end of the day, if everybody's just trying to do defense, this and that, just moving around the ring, there's gonna be no fucking action. I know I have confidence in my chin. I have confidence in my power. Sometimes you gotta take those chances. If you don't take chances, then you're not gonna have nights like this. You know what I mean? So I knew my chin is pretty good. I knew what I was up against, so we went in there and we got the job done. Yeah, definitely that. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to. Me as a fan, I don't want to spend my money and see something I don't like to see. At the end of the day, these fights are expensive, to the regular person. So I want my people to feel comfortable buying my fight and be like, that shit was worth it.
That's what we've been saying, man. We don't want to pay for that bullshit. Nah, he was on a live talking about Crawford don't have nobody on his resume. Who, Jose? Yeah. They got that's when Crawford threw the beans and burrito. I'll knock the burritos at you, boy. Wow, Ryan and David Cook and Shakur. Everybody does, man. But you know who? We're the only ones that talk about it here. You know what I'm saying? You go to most places, they glaze these motherfuckers. They glaze these boys. But I mean, that's where we're at, though, man. That's where we're at. Thurman is gonna get chin. Hit the like. Shakur has no chin. Well, we'll never know, right? Shit, he doesn't like to get hit. He's not gonna take any chances. So we'll have to see. Damn, they're showing him. Tio did not look good, man. Tio didn't do shit that fight. Thurman leaning back style will get him knocked out against Fedora. Got to take chances though against Fedora. You know what I'm saying? Thurman is not going to stand in front of him. That's a quick recipe to get your ass kicked. More Fedora going to sleep. So you guys getting excited now, right? I mean, we got fights tomorrow, but Lester Aleem, I mean, I don't know. It could be boring. Aleem is a boxer. The Benavidez bros, Kur and Bud in a street fight. Shakira will want to hit women. Would you want Shakira to have your back in a street fight? The guy's gonna run, right? Thurman is also a big puncher. How's it possible when the guy did better against Crawford? Damn, you just won't let it go, will you? Ralph, you're gonna cry. Thurman gonna get stopped. Fedora gonna check Thurman. Does anybody believe Keith Thurman is gonna win? Who believes Keith Thurman is gonna win? Who here believes Keith Thurman has a shot? I mean, the guy's had one fight in 4 years. The last time he fought was Brock Jarvis. I mean, I don't think that's a recipe for success. But yes, Apollos, thank you. Hit the like, guys. Hit the like. Yes, keep the win. Ralph Unreal. Are you betting on that, though? See, everybody got an opinion and a pick. But are they going to bet on it? That's the thing. The chat, the link is there. Lord Chilaquiles, hit the like. Boxing will never leave you. Keith Thurman gets cooked. That's life, pal. No fights, always injured. That's life, pal. Thurman only has one loss to the GOAT. Oh, Manny Pacquiao. But Manny Pacquiao was 42. He was already in his 40s. How does Keith Thurman live that down? Keith Thurman got knocked up by Josecito. Yeah, with the body shot, right? Look, man, the odds are stacked against one-time Keith Thurman. Bet the house. Yeah. For all the people that are confident, when people have this utmost confidence, bet the house. Josecito Lopez was old when Thurman fought him. He wasn't he? Keith Thurman always ducked the elites. He's been injured. I'm gonna cook them when Thurman gets destroyed. Yeah, I hope so, man. That's what you need to do. Fundora, the fight to make is Fundora and Virgil Ortiz, man. I hope I'm rooting for Fundora. You know what I'm saying? He's a beast now. He's learned to use his length. Has a lot more punching power. Yeah, he got rocked. Yeah, he got beat. But there's lucky shots. People get caught with the lucky shot. It was vicious though. It was pretty bad. But at the same time, he's bounced back. He's the number one rated guy in the ring. So he's the man. He's the man right now. Thurman might get beat up in there. Whatever happened to Blair the Phlegm? I think you know what they said. He's in legal trouble. Blair the Phlegm or Blair the Flair? I think that's what you meant, right? But you're calling him Blair the Phlegm. I've never heard that one before, man. Yeah, man, that guy's very suspect. But I think he's signed with Don King, so he's in legal trouble. He's in legal limbo, as they say. Thurman's still a beast still. Well, I mean, he didn't look bad. I'd say he did look good against Brock Jarvis, but who is Brock Sackbulb? Are you watching the Bare Knuckles heavyweight now? What is it on? You guys never answer me. Thurman legs are gone. Thurman balding but explosive. Yeah, and his hairline's gone. But I think he has a chance. I think he has a chance. But at the same time, man, the guy hasn't been active, man. I mean, the odds. Look, man, you guys got to understand the odds are stacked against you. This is a payday for him. It might be his final payday. This fight was supposed to happen 2 times. He was supposed to fight Tim Tszyu. It's on a stream. I know, but what is it on? But where is it being streamed at? Where's the channel or the app? Is it on YouTube? They used to show it on YouTube, or is it Prime Video? Is it on Prime Video? You guys let me know. But yeah, bare knuckle. It be going down though. I ain't gonna lie. We haven't really seen much of Thurman. That's the thing. That's the thing. We don't know. If you can point to Fundora getting knocked out, yeah, he ducked Tim Tszyu. Yeah, that's how they screwed Timmy Tszyu over. Thurman was supposed to fight him. He pulled out. They pulled out several times. Then Fundora was the late replacement. He got bodied. Just put on bare knuckle now. Yeah, but I keep asking you guys. Oh, Fubo. Okay. Is that's on Tubi, right? More my boy Chrissy been sparring Thurman, said he's on the sauce. Well, that could play a factor. Thurman wants payday. I know that Fundora voice. Fundora is more soft. Fundora is more soft. He's the number one guy. Look, man, I'm saying Thurman was a good fighter. He was, considered an elite guy at one time, right? Wasn't that the thing? He was considered an elite fighter, but those days are long gone, man. He used to be elite. Oh yeah, you guys are right. I'm watching it now. Yeah, guys, I got it on Prime. Fubo. What the hell is a Fubo? Fubo TV got the bare knuckle, baby. But boxing is still king, though. Boxing is still king. Virgil Ortiz is going to bare knuckle. I think Jamal Herring is in bare knuckle. No one ever thought of Thurman. Did you bet some money on him, Apollos? Be honest with us, man. Be honest, because I'm telling you, yeah, he has a chance. Just because we've seen him, we've seen Fundora get rocked. And those Timmy Tszyu fights were not easy. I know that they were not easy fights. It's not like he steamrolled Tim Tszyu. I mean, the first one was a bloody battle. He got rocked. I thought Tim Tszyu was stunning him, but he battled it out. The monster prospect Montalvo is returning on April in top rank. I seen that. I seen the press release. I will have to tune in. Eric Gomez, salute. I don't trust Thurman making it to the fight. Most likely will put out last minute. He knows Fundor is going to man down him. So Eric Gomez with the prediction. Golden Boy at DAZN got a deal. Game on, baby. Is it true or is that fake news, John Blaze? There's a lot of fake news out there. They've been saying this for a while, so I want to know, is it legit? Do you trust your sources? John Blaze be on Twitter, man, handling business. He got sauces. Golden Boy back on top, baby. Well, Oscar stole Dylan Capetillo from Zuffa Boxing. Yeah, I guess he was like the #1 prospect. He's the son of the trainer or the hand rapper, Capetillo. Fundora was the one who pulled out last time. Well, okay, but still, you know, that's what I'm saying. But it's been postponed several times. And Keith was supposed to originally fight Timmy Zeus. So that guy's more shaky than, you know, a three-legged dog. Brian Mendoza is more explosive than this version of Thurman. Good. First round KO. White boy got pummeled. It's true. Kurt Angle. Oh my gosh. Oh, so you it's a rumor. Come on, man. This is titled fake news, man. You guys are talking about Eric Morales news. Say it ain't so. Golden Boy got a deal. We don't know. Man, you guys got to be careful with that Twitter news, man. That shit is a lot of rumors and fake news. Fedora got PBC taxes from the boss man, not his choice. You guys are smart, man. You guys put a lot of things in the air. Ralph, this bare Nicholson brutal stuff. Yeah, but is it boxing though? You know, because they don't even make closed fists. You know, the hand wraps are not. There's not even hand wrap. They don't even punch with the fist a lot of times. Brian would stop Thurman. Yeah, Mendoza's gonna be fighting Telez on the undercard of a PBC card. Capetillo is the youngest fighter ever to sign a pro contract. Brian has a chin too strong. Keith Thurman never fought a top fighter. Yeah, he looks like a midget in there. It's gonna be tough, man. I don't talk about fake news, essay. Well, thank you checking me like Jose checked Ryan. Damn, gangster. S. Garcia was outboxing Fundora, and Easy and Bum Ocampo went the distance Fundora. Okay, so you're betting on one time reliving his glory days against a overrated Fundora. Thurman couldn't knock out chinny ass Sean Porter. So it looks like we're going back and forth with this, right? Watch when Brian stops Telez. Then the Thurman fans gonna realize 154 different. Damn, okay, Mexican, you're going hardcore, because you know Mendoza's gonna be a heavy dog. Sean Porter got hurt by Julio Diaz and Broner. Damn, Julio Diaz, that's a blast from the past, man. The Diaz brothers, right? Isn't the trainer Diaz? That's his brother, right? Because there was like a couple of Diaz brothers. Morales down bad. Don't say it ain't so, man. I'm going to say fake news. I'm not going to believe it. I'm going to be like those mamas when their kids be on the news for double homie. And the mama be like, he didn't do nothing. He a good boy. He just wanted to sing. And, you know, he was a singer. Is that what it is? I'm pulling that card with Morales. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothings. Right? Didn't do nothings. He was a good guy. He didn't hurt nobody. He always made everybody laugh. Mendoza, French contender. Fedora never forgot, my boy. You could do a simple Google search right now in 1 second to verify. Verify what? I know that. Don't be sarcastic. Damn. Y'all just checking Frank Bay right now, huh? But you can't believe everything you see on Google, right? There's a lot of misinformation. People post a lot of fake news. No. Well, some people said it was full on hardcore. What? You know what? But now if he was just flashing people, that's not as bad. I mean, you're not going to prison. You know what I'm saying? He might get a slap on the wrist. So can we wait till the facts come out, man? Let's wait, man. People do get accused and are innocent. You know what I'm saying? But now you guys he's already he's guilty before proven innocent. Isn't it innocent until proven guilty? Right? Like, come on, man. Let's let the law do its job. Where is he being charged at, in America or Mexico? Did he do this in Mexico or the States? Morales should post a picture wearing glasses and a bow tie. Right, with a fresh cut. Didn't do nothing. Morales was in charge of the end. Wow. Well, look, if it happened in Mexico, right, and he's a celebrity, don't celebrities usually get away with stuff? Don't you just use your celebrity status and money, pull some strings, and get away with everything? SA and TJ. Well, shit, man, I thought you could just pay people off there. So it sounds like somebody must really want his ass, man. He must have not paid somebody, right? Isn't that how they get you to pay up? They try to frame you or accuse you. And it happened to TJ. How much can we really say that really happened? It's so corrupt and crooked there. I'm going to stand by my boy. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do nothings. He was a good boy. He helped old lady across the street. He was a straight A student. Thurman's last elite level knockout was Collazo, which was a very suspicious stoppage. BBC ingenuity back. Ain't seen you in a minute. Thurman never lost to a Mexican. He lost to a little Pinoy though. Gonzalo and Morales were terrorizing TJ. I know, right? Man, guys, you gotta have penis control. You gotta think with your wallet and not with your dick. That's what a homeboy told me one time. Because Frank Bay is a poon hound, chasing that poontang. You know what I'm saying? I was even talking about robot poontang. You know what I'm saying? But you got to think with your mind, man. These girls are thirst trapped, man. These women, they'll set you up, man. Can't be rushing in and just trying to bang everything. And this is what happens, man. But you get drink. Maybe he was doing a little cocaino, hanging with some hoes. And he got set up. Old ass Pacquiao whipped Thurman. Yeah. Look, man, it's gonna be a good fight. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be a good fight. I think you're gonna see some action, and I think people will be satisfied. If Morales had a cyborg, he would have never been doing anything. That's what I'm seeing. You guys got on me, right, for saying that. So what do you guys? This is what we were saying. Sex doll. It's what it is. A sex doll. Like you used to see the movies, they have a blow up sex doll. Now, in 10 years, if it's like the real thing, let's say there's no difference between a cyborg sex doll, right, and a real woman, right? Because we're talking 10 years, maybe 15 years down the road, and it feels like a legitimate woman. Her parts, everything. I don't want to get too graphic. Would you guys rather have that than a real woman? Because think about all the problems that women bring. I mean, we're talking about it now, right? I think men would go for the cyborg. You get all the benefits without any of the problems, and you can program her to speak to you. She's gonna cook, clean, with no talk back. She's not gonna ask you to take her out. You don't gotta get her gifts. You don't have to hear her problems. And you get all the benefits, and it looks and feels like a real woman. There's a movie on Netflix, look it up, it's with Megan Fox, called Subservience, and it's exactly about that. Now, I think the doll ends up killing the guy, but I mean, it happens in real life. So, yeah, man, it's not too far out of the realm of possibility. Yeah, I did do it. Well, we were talking about it, right? And you guys said if Eric Morales had a cyborg, right, a cyborg poontang, right, he wouldn't have did it. But then you have this thirst traps, right? These freaking thirst traps, man, and you guys fall for it. Not me, not Frank Bay. Frank Bay has discipline. You know what I'm saying? I practice semen retention. Have you guys heard about that? You know what I'm saying? Frank Bay practice semen retention. You know what I'm saying? I think with my wallet and not with my dick. You know what I'm saying? But if Eric Morales had a cyborg poontang, he wouldn't be where he's at. The government is making T-800 sex doll. Don't be so sure. AI soon will have rights. Hey, man, they're already human. They're already thinking, Everybody's using it. That's all I'm seeing on social media is AI taking over. We see it in entertainment. They're making movies, they're making songs. People are dating AI. There's more AI followers than they're starting to follow AI more than OnlyFans. Asians already do that. Yeah, that was the conversation. That's what I did. Just take. Well, that's how you end up in Eric Morales' situation, right? You know, it used to be the strip club, right? It used to be the strip club. Men used to go to the strip club. That was the OnlyFans, right? Is the strip club. But now that's not even popular anymore. Alicia, my favorite side piece. I'm rocking. Well, that's a real woman, right? I'm rock. It's a thirst trap. I posted it because it's a thirst trap. I'm rocking Fandora more. I like when he said he wants to be on the Canelo card. He one of us. Do more streams, Frankie. More streams of what? AI wife will put you in jail for domestic and still take your money because she's a woman, right? She still thinks like a woman. But real women, man, is nothing but a thirst trap, man. That's all I see. That's all I see is a thirst trap. You know what I'm saying? You got these, you got this.
3. Stay focused.
Think about how much she makes on Instagram, on OnlyFans. She's killing it. Well, man, we still gotta work. You know what I'm saying? We still gotta go out and make a buck. You know what I'm saying? We're Frankie Fridays, exact Freaky Frankie Fridays. We talk boxing, we tech boxing, you know what I'm saying? But you know, you're still a man, you know what I'm saying? But look, but real talk though. That's why they promote women's boxing. That's why, you know, the ESPN is showing women's boxing, and it's gonna be 98% thirst trap. 98% thirst trap. You think they're really gonna promote the sweet science, man? Is it really? How much do you really think it's gonna be about boxing and not like you know, it's like Playboy and Penthouse? Do people still get nudie magazines? Do you guys still get nudie mag? Does anybody get a nudie magazine? Sounds corny, right? Nudie magazine. But what is the proper way? The Playboy, Penthouse, the porno mags, right? Alicia is a great boxer. That's what you think when you see Alicia, right? Great boxer. But in the magazines, right? In Penthouse, in Playboy, they would have the centerfold would have like questions. They would have interviews, and people really said that they got Penthouse and Playboy for the articles. That was like a running joke, because they would ask the girl what her favorite color is, you know, what is she like in a man, and you know, all things nobody cares about, right? And that's the crazy thing, man. Is like, you know, that's what women's boxing is gonna be. You know, she's gonna be like walking her poodle and like with her hand wraps on, and they're, you know, in some short shorts, basically showing all her ass. You know what I'm saying? In a top, you know, in like a bikini, right? Like walking her dog on the beach, and she's gonna be talking boxing as if that was the focal point. You know what I'm saying? That's what's crazy. Yo, those KFC ring girls look like robots. Yeah, it's all fake, man. It's all a thirst trap, and you suckers fall for it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's why boxers, they start advertising OnlyFans on their trunks. Remember when that started happening? I think y'all be lying. Y'all be buying magazines. But do you guys still go to the strip clubs? BKFC with sexy blondes? Yeah, that's discrimination. Why is it all blondes? I think men prefer blondes. I know Mexican men, Latino men love blondes. You know what I'm saying? That's like, I remember my uncles. That was like the holy grail, is a blonde white chick. Is that still the Mexican Latino holy grail? Is a blonde white girl in the culture? You know, because I'm seeing, you know, Latinos are always, you know, that's white men have a Latina fetish, right? And I think African American men have a Latina fetish now. You know, didn't P Diddy, J Lo, and how many you know, rappers have made songs and it's like Latinas now. So it's like the Latinos and the Mexicans have left their girls for white girls, and then the other cultures have left them for the Latinas. White girls, everyone's holy grail, black or blonde. No, but specifically the white, you know, because if you look at the movie stars, like, remember, it's like Pamela Anderson, Britney Spears, the white blonde chick has traditionally been the Latino holy grail. That was like the epitome of you made it. the snow bunny, right? But not like not like white though, right? Not like pale white, but like crispy blonde, Southern Cali type, Pamela Anderson, Britney Spears, you know the type. Is it though? No, like white men like they like Asians, they have an Asian fetish. You know, a lot of white men, they go to the Philippines and Thailand, right, to get their Asian fetish fix. And I know my aunts all have white husbands. They were able to cuck white men because white men had a Latina fetish. You know, they I think they had enchiladas and were like, wow, I really want to marry a Latino woman. You know, they come to me and they're like, Frank, man, oh my God, I love those tortillas, you know, those tortillas that your grandma makes. Like, okay, Ted, thank you. Like, I know you're just banging it and you go with your white friends and talk about his those Mexicans make some great tortillas. You know, Tim, you know, at the country club, the golf course, Tim and Todd talk about the tortillas that they eat with jalapenos. Latinos are mostly dating white guys if they date outside the group. Well, they marry the white guy, but they fool around with the you know, African Americans and you know, young white guys, and they try to marry a cuck white guy, right? Now I'm just being stereotypical, but that's what I'm seeing the trend. You know what I'm saying? But back to boxing, right? Talking about boxing, but with the women's ESPN on boxing, right? Amanda Serrano. Is Amanda Serrano hot? Is she hot or not? What do you guys think? She kind of has manly features. I don't know. Little brown Mexican holy grails are white women. Thank you. Yes. That we talking y'all women. Shut up. We taking y'all women. Little brown. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. That's the holy grail. I knew it. You guys didn't want to admit it, right? But that is the holy grail. Especially when a Latino man gets money, right? He finally makes some money. I know Latinos in Northern Cali do that shit. Do what shit? Get blondies. Freakland strikes again. That's right. It's always a thirst trap. Well, because they were talking about Eric Morales on some SA bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to talk about what it is, man. I love my Mexican women because I ain't no little dude. Yeah. No, not. I don't mean it as a whole, but just like kind of the stereotypes. But I was talking about because I'm talking about women's boxing. You know what I'm saying? Women's boxing is going to be promoted, but it's just going to be a thirst trap. Let's just call it what it is. It's a thirst trap. And it's going to be 50% boxing and 50% ass and titties. You know what I'm saying? I don't put no punches here. You know what I'm saying? We talk about different things. You know, we have the Frank Bay relationship segment. What is the most you know what? I think I'd seen on the news some passport bro, some young teenager passport bro. They found him in a river in Colombia. Did you guys see that? Maybe I have it in my feed. I think I had it on here. But yeah, man, they just found a young, good look, you know, young Chad in Colombia in the river. And now the American what do they call it? I want to say Homeland Security or something like that. Well, the PSAs, public service announcement. Now they're warning Americans about traveling overseas. Like, duh, I told you guys. You know what I'm saying? Men are tired of they're tired of American women. Oh, here it is. Let me play it. Hopefully I don't. Let's just play it clip by clip.
What is your advice for the American public out there? Spring break, a lot of them are there. It gets rowdy, a lot of drugs, a lot of partying, a lot of drinking. What do you tell parents?
You know, you never want to stop your kids from having fun, but the kids themselves have to have a situational awareness about where they are.
So there it is. They're warning the passport bros. These guys, people are going over thinking it's sweet. You know, a bunch of Chads, Tyrones, probably some Julios. You know what I'm saying? They're going over thinking they're hot shit and trying to hook up with these foreign women. And women are women, bro. Anna Nicole, Kim Basinger are my top 3 blondes growing up. Yes, hot piece of ass. 50% ass, 50% titties. Yeah, it's going to be all boxing, right? And they're just somehow going to be all wearing like tight shirts and showing their titties. Mexican Jalisco are fucking Afro-Colombia prostitutes. Gonzo, a passport, bro. Colombia is not overseas. Colombia. Wait, this you're talking about, oh shit. No, body found in Spain. Oh.
Don't leave someone alone in a bar. I don't care where you are. You know, the Natalie Holloway story should have woken everybody up to that fact.
Well, the point of this is that now they're starting to warn people. But I mean, when I used to go to Tijuana, I knew better. You know, me and the homies used to go to Tijuana to party, and we knew better. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna go to no shady place and take drinks from anybody. Colombia's in another continent. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I should say Southern America. I don't. Maybe I lost track. I thought it was Colombia, but it's really Spain. But anyway, it's a warning to the passport bros that are going overseas, trying to get some, get laid. It's like, bro, if you really got to go overseas to get laid, then that's not the problem. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, the thirst trap is real. You need to just work on your game. Get some game, just start talking to women. You don't need to travel 1,000 miles. You don't need to spend hundreds of dollars just to get laid, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. It's better just to practice like Frank Bay does, semen retention. You know what I'm saying? Get your T levels up. You could drive to Columbia, Colorado from Cali. Oh, you mean no, I meant the southern continent. What are you guys talking about? I don't know. Yeah, there's a Columbia in America. Was it the Columbia school? No, this was about passport bros. This is an epidemic in the United States. There's a lot of YouTubers, or no, what are they on? There are a lot of influencers, Instagram, YouTube, Kick, the streams. They're like streamers, right? And they stream themselves going overseas and getting all this foreign pussy. And that's what men are doing. But it's like, bro, I don't need to travel that far just to get laid. You literally can walk outside and get laid. You know what I'm saying? But you always got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. And that was one of the reasons I said, man, I think cyborgs will take over. Cyborg women will take over because you got real people doing this stuff. Salute, John Smith. Yeah. Thank you. Hit the like. We kind of transitioned from boxing to relationships. What if he visits his Chinese men are taking big booty African chicks from the Americans? Really? That's weird. I haven't seen that. Where do you get your information, Morby? Because you got a lot of information, and I mean that genuinely. A lot of people just talk, but you seem to know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Do not put stuff like that in here, man. Come on. You already know. I'm deleting that. We don't condone anything near that. But does it happen? Yeah. But man, are men that desperate? Let me ask you guys that. Is that being desperate? If I had a homeboy come to me and be like, bro, right? I'm going to fucking, where would you go? That's hella far. Well, I mean, look, I know you could, if you go to Italy, Paris, people travel, right? I get people travel. People travel the globe, right? But if you go to another continent just to get laid for the specific reason. So if you're a bro and you go, hey man, I'm going to do a European tour, because I've had friends that did it. And yeah, part of it is getting laid, going to Germany, going to Italy, and you're banging foreign chicks. I get that. But you're also sightseeing, you're traveling for the experience. But if you're a bro and you're just like, bro, fuck these American women. They're all a bunch of stuck up hoes. You know what I'm saying? They all want the Chads and Tyrones, and they want you to take them on to steak dinners every night. I'm sick of it. I don't want to date. I just want to get laid. Is that simping? Is that having no game? Is that something worthy of being clowned? That you're going to travel thousands of miles to different continents to people you don't know, where you could possibly get drugged and robbed just to get laid? Danny Medina. Nobody likes American women. I do. I mean, America's women is everything. You got everything you could want in one place. You know, in major cities, LA, San Francisco, New York, you know, Miami, all Asian, African, Italian, you know, Asian, Chinese, everything is in America. All the women that you could want are here. So why would you not like that? And they want American men. That's why they're here. So if somebody answer me that, right? If your bros, right, want to go be a passport bro, is that simping? Is that weak sauce? And it's just because they want to get laid. You know what I'm saying? They want to bang a bunch of women. And they don't want to deal with the American women and all the BS, right? They don't want to date. They don't want to text. They don't want to spend months. They don't want to spend money. You just go overseas, you know, spend a couple $100s for like 2 weeks. Some people are staying a month, you know, maybe even longer. Men, I've seen men that actually go out there and live. They're like, they loved it so much, they go out and live. Mexican girls who are with the brother already a baby mama with the Mexican dude. Well, look, America's a melting pot, man. People want to experience everything, right? I don't know, man. It's just a little weird to me. I think it's kind of like giving up. It's like a sign of defeat that if you do that, right, you start going to different countries just to get laid. I don't know. It's kind of a sign of weakness to me, man. And it's because the risk, because it's still risky, man. I mean, these men, you know, you end up spending a lot of money. You're spending a lot of time. You're taking a big risk, and something bad could happen, man. And all just to bust a nut. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird to me. I don't know, man. I mean, maybe I'm just being a hater. Maybe one day I might do it, you know, just for the experience. Where would you guys go though? Where's the number one spots? I think it's like Thailand, right? We know Thailand, but that's some freaky shit. The Philippines, as people mentioned before. I know Colombia, right? Like places like Medellin, right? Where else? Venezuela. Would you go to Venezuela? Where do people don't go? They don't go to like Honduras or Guatemala, right? Where would you go in Africa? Would Egypt? You know, the Middle East women are beautiful, man. They were showing pictures of, you know, Iranian women, and man, they are hot. Just go to Mexico. Well, a lot of times with the passport, bro, right? If you're white, you don't want to go to Europe. You want to go to exotic places, right? That's the difference, right? If you're Asian, you're not going to go to China. You're going to go to South America, right? Because you want Latino women. Buckeyes fan, thank you. Hit the like. Buddy of mine bought a nearly pure gram in Colombia for $3. Well, shit, man. Hopefully he was staying safe. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Stay out of danger. That Korean dude cucked that black dude. Yeah, man. So, and if you're African American, they like to go to the South America places. What I seen. You know what I'm saying? And Latino men, you'd probably want to go to Germany, right? What about Sweden? You imagine Swedish women? Bada bing, bada boom, right? And if you're Italian, you don't want to go to Europe. So every race is going to have a different passport destination. I think the number one place is Thailand because there's like everything there, right? And you want to go where it's legal, right? Like I know Korea prostitution is legal. Anglo-African women are beautiful. Yeah, you know, I think there's even beautiful like Somalian women. But yeah, the Middle East, Iranian women, gorgeous. I mean, they are knockouts, bro. And you would never know, right? Because they wear those hijabs, but they look like Latino women, man. John McSmith doesn't have enough money to go to Cambodia. Damn, that's cool. Yeah, Cambodia. That would be an interesting place, right? I mean, look, every culture has beautiful women, but part of the problem is that when you go a passport, bro, where you're going is the impoverished places, right? That's where you're gonna have the most rampant prostitution, right? Is in the impoverished places, so thus equaling more danger. So yes, you have more access to drugs and exotic women that are selling themselves. But again, that's a higher level of criminal activity and danger. And that's what people like go to Thailand, because they have those actual strips. Places like Thailand, Korea, they have safe places, right? It's safe because it's tourism. They're not going to have in danger. But a lot of times people like to go off the beaten path. Frank Abdullah likes kebabs. Colombian workers always drug and rob the black and white passport bros. Well, I mean, because they're walking targets, right? I mean, you should probably have a tour guide. You hire somebody to take you to the places if you go off the beaten path. But I know a lot of these guys do their research, though. You should do your research before going. But man, I mean, look, man, times are not hard enough that Frank Bay is going to go to exotic locations without doing my homework. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't just randomly go, but times are not that bad where, I feel rejected, dejected, and I feel like I have no more game and I'm kind of giving up and I'm just going to go, go do it. I still feel like America's a great place. The women are great. It just takes a little bit more work. It's a little more time consuming, right? Like right now, it's 8:00 West Coast time. We're sitting talking boxing, maybe throwing it back a few brewskis. Then it's gonna be time to go out. Let's go get our groove on. Go meet some women. But we know it's a little. Gotta wait in the line. You go to the bar. It's crowded. Have you seen all these spring break videos? That's the spring. I guess Houston, Texas. They're having all these outbreaks of diseases and and they're going crazy. And it's like it's dangerous in America too, right? You got the spring break, Mardi Gras too. Things like Mardi Gras, which are fuck fests. That's why people went to Vegas, right? Because men hoping it's a fuck fest. But now Vegas is hell of expensive. It's just tough out here. You poor bastards just need, yeah, man. Stop chasing that poontang. The biggest weakness, right? Men's biggest weakness. Because it's a thirst trap. That's life, pal. Oh, you don't like it? That's life, pal. The thirst trap. That's all it is. But there's no getting around it, man. Dudes are so mind fucked over the thirst trap. They're traveling thousands of miles just to get laid. But then think about it. It's work, right? Like you think about, okay, you're gonna go out. You don't want to drink and drive, so you get an Uber. That's about 100. Depending where you live, there and back, or what me and my friends like to do. We like to go to different places. So you get an Uber. Vegas is lame. It's good if you want to walk for miles staring at lights. And it's hot. And it's super expensive now. But you go to get laid. You go to gamble, party with your bros, and try to screw, get some one night stands in. Find yourself a woman that can cook, clean, and loves you set for life. Yeah, but people want excitement. They want to go out. They want experience. They want different shit. You know what I'm saying? And what if you're not? What if you're divorced? You're divorced. Now you need to go score. Your first, Vegas for gambling. Yeah. You know what? The party scene isn't what it used to be. I used to go to Vegas to party and it was great, but now I'm hearing it's not the same anymore, And men blame women. They say the women are too stuck up, they have all these high standards, but just partying in any regular city is a lot of work now. You got to get dressed. If you live outside the city, you got to go into the city. What me and my boys used to do. You sound like you're 19, Frank. Nah. People get divorced, Bones. What if you're a 25-year-old guy, 30-year-old guy, and you get divorced? You got to go back on the scene. What if you get married at 19? You get married 2021, right? You're 26. You're in your early 30s. You could be 40. I don't know. You could be 50, man. You could be in your 60s. Brazilian women ain't cheap. And you're back in the game. What are you going to do? You're going to be a 28-year-old guy. It's a Friday night. It's only 8:00. You're like, damn, what am I going to do? Call a homie. Let's go to the city. The city's 20 miles away. Okay, you get an Uber. Then you got to get a hotel because you don't want to drink and drive. You want to party. Then you go to the club. And then we bar hop. The car blood. And you got to bar hop. I'm in my early 30s about to get married. Well, ain't you the shit? You know, ain't you the best? Ain't you better than us, bro? Hopefully she's a good woman, you know? Um, and hopefully you sold your wild oats. Miami is way better if you want to party and not leave the US. Yeah, yeah. And a lot of these passport bros, that's what they did. They passport bros, men are now going to big cities, Miami, LA, New York, and they're partying, but they're seeing that it's too much work, and the women are more stuck up now. You know what I'm saying? The party scene is dead. That's what I'm hearing. That's why there's all these passport bros. And I'm giving you an example, right? So you know, in the city, it's 8:00, and you want to go party, and you're going to all these places, and you know, it's not a guaranteed. It's not a guaranteed. And men are going out night after night. They're not seeing any success. They're not meeting. You know, you might have maybe a one night stand here and there, but you're not meeting anybody. You know, people go out to meet people. It's just a lot of competition right now. You know what I'm saying? Everything's kind of like at a standstill. That's why all these apps, OnlyFans has exploded, because this is where men are going. Oh, look at this guy. I'm tall and handsome, got a good girl. You guys are hopeless. Well, hooty you, right? You're better than everybody. Most Zoomers go to house parties or concert. Yeah, and they end up getting shot up. They're kind of dangerous. You don't know. You know, you get scumbags there. You get bad drugs. People are overdosing. You don't know what you're going to get at these places. I'm not going to go to that shit, man. I'm not going to risk getting shot, getting robbed, you know, by some crackies, or doing, you know, with scummy ass women who are going to set you up. When I go out, I want to go to a nice place, a nice steakhouse, have steak, then go to a nice bar, nice club, where I don't have to worry about the goons or the weirdos or some skankonas. You know what I'm saying? Decent people, bro. No, I get it, Bones. I hear what you're saying, but that's not everybody, bro. That's not everybody. You know, you're like a unicorn right now. It's like most people are having trouble, man. They're having trouble finding love. You know what I'm saying? But most men, a lot of it's an epidemic now. It's an epidemic now. Men are going overseas. They don't like it here anymore, man, and they're willing to spend. They're willing to go to dangerous places just to get laid. And a lot of them are even, they like it so much, they're either staying there or they want to find a wife there because they're done with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I hope I don't ever get to that place, that point in time. But you know, we'll see. But yeah, man, I think we took on Duran Ennis, Xander Zayas, Shakir Twitterson, Ryan Garcia. Unless you guys want some relationship advice, I don't have relationship advice for you, but people have trouble. The social experiment of dating and fornication is a complete failure. It'll never end. It'll never end because that's what people want to do. People want to bang, bro. Men and women. They want strange. The brothers flying to Colombia to end up in a tub of ice. It's been known. Best poon is in South America, Colombia, Venezuela, Panama. I recommend. That's what people are discovering, man. American women, they're getting to a rude awakening. At least that's what I see on the media, the news, you know, YouTube, Instagram. It's becoming a big thing. I mean, it's always been there, but it's getting more publicity, right? I mean, me, I guess I've actually been overseas. I have traveled. I've been to different places in the country. You know, I've been on the nightclub scene, and I still prefer, you know, the safety of America. Not that it's completely safe, but with money, you know, going to a nice restaurant, a nice club, a nice bar, there's still safety. You know, it just seems a little dangerous going overseas for that specific reason. And then you're in shady places and you're exploiting people. And that's the other thing, you know what I'm saying? You're exploiting the, what do you call them? The people that live there, you know what I'm saying? They, you know, the passport bros are kind of egotistical. They think that those people want you there. A lot of these people do not want you there. You know what I'm saying? That's why they get set up. They know that you're exploiting the people of the homeland. You know, you come with your money, you come with your ego. The locals, yeah. Frank Bay. It's been I've been talking a while, right? The locals, yeah. They know you're exploiting and they may feel some type of way, you know what I'm saying? They may look at you as a sucker, as a has a lick. It happens. I mean, it happens every day in America too. But that's if you go to different places. You know what I'm saying? And you exploit the locals. Brazil. You said that before, right? Brazilian women love Indios that look like Richard. Why? Is there a reason? Brazilian women are badass, right? Isn't that what they have? The real Mardi Gras. Yeah, the Mardi Gras in New Orleans is not the real Mardi Gras, right? The real Mardi Gras is in Brazil. But isn't it a transformer? Really, it's for transformers. Don't be like drunk Lonzo. Yeah, don't be like drunk Lonzo, right? And that's what happens, right? You get so into the passport bro thing, you just get become a degenerate. You just become a sex addict and drug addict and alcoholic, then you end up living there and then falling in, never leaving. Gotta be a passport bro. I don't think that's the answer, but I understand. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get why men do it. Now, women do the same thing. I mean, women go on women's trips, right? They're just a little better at hiding it, right? Girls trip, and we know what happens on girls trips. You know, but it's a break. It's a break for both the girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, right? Girls trips, guys trips. I still go on guys trips, you know, but guys trips more so focused on like going to a fight, right? You and your bros go to a fight. Men don't usually go on guys trips, bro trips to like go sightseeing, right? Guys go more like it's either a sporting event. Sometimes it could be a bro's wedding or engagement, you know, but guys don't usually, you know, girls will go on like a sightseeing, you know, they'll go see the scenery, the art, the museum, you know, that's what couples do, right? But men usually go for some degenerate shit, right? You know, that's what a guy's trip. That's, we've all seen the movie like Hangover. We've seen those type of movies, you know. So guys, when they go like a sporting event, then it's time to do some grimy shit, right? And then, you know, one bro ends up getting arrested, the other bro gets lost, and that shit really does happen, man. But yeah, men usually do not go for seeing artwork or the what would a guy go see? You know, go wine tasting. If you tell your wife you and your bros are going wine tasting, she's gonna see right through that, right? Unless she's going to do some grimy shit too. But yeah, man, I still like doing those things, but you know, I try to keep it even keel, level headed. Don't end up arrested, you know, end up getting my wallet stolen by some random hoe. Hopefully you have good enough friends that they don't let you do that. But you know what, man, to each his own, man. People like different shit. That's the thing, right? People like different shit. People like to do different things every once in a while. But the main thing is be safe, man. Be safe. And none of it's worth it. Ain't no thirst trap worth it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think I think that's where I'm gonna wrap it up, man. Talking about the passport bros. Now they're telling it's a PSA. Tomorrow, right now it's bare knuckle. Tune in, get some brewskis in, have a good weekend. Tomorrow's Lester Martinez on Pro Box. Then you got the main card. I guess it's the main card. Adamas Williams should be a good fight. The undercard, don't really know too much about the names. Then next week we'll start cooking on Fundora Thurman. We had a lot of talk about that. We'll probably hear some more rumors about the Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Shakir Twitterson, Xander Zayas. We'll see what happens with that. But a new deal by Top Rank on DAZN. Somebody just said Golden Boy signed, sealed, delivered. What does that mean about Virgie? But yeah, man, get the shots out. More BC, Sergeant, Apollos, Buckeyes fan. Thank you. Hit the like, guys. Lord Chilaquilas, boxing will never leave you. Passport bros got ended up in a river. That's life, pal. That's kind of messed up, right? Passport bro, kidney stolen. That's life, pal. Right? There's a price to pay for everything. Technique, bones, always a real one. Sacco bulb, bulbous, Mexican boxing. Danny Medina, John McSmith. Yeah, man, good turnout. Good turnout. We talked some boxing. Thank you, Alberto, John Blaze. Alberto was on the panel cooking. Ryan Garcia fan. Oh yeah, Benavides cooking Benavides on here. But yeah, man, don't Don't fall for the thirst trap. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for it. And don't knock it till you try it. Cyborg pussy, right? Don't knock it till you try it. But with that, we gonna get the hell out of here. Go enjoy your Friday night, Saturday weekend. We'll be back to talk some boxing.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Frank Bay, talking that boxing biz, say your opinion, but you don't say it. What it is, you know that it's Frank Bay, talking that boxing biz, but you don't mean it. Frank Bay.